Yes, people, welcome to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I'm joined by, you get me, the fellow gang, all the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A hosts, large of everyone that's waiting. Apologies on the lateness, but we are here. The trio that is now a quartet. I'm here joined by little bro Ryan, Eleanor, and Jan. And you know what? We'll start with you, Jan, actually. How you doing? Everything good, etc.?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Are you good? Yeah, I'm blessed. You got
It could
very
have needed
quiet
a bit
nowadays. You
more
just
like,
talking shit before,
bit
innit?
more how you
You're
doing,
talking
man.
mad smack before the show, innit?
Such a
Yeah,
blunt answer, that. Yeah,
I just
that is such a
remembered
blunt
you
answer.
said you good. I was like,
you remember what she said before. That's why Ellen is cracking up. And inside jokes, people, you don't want to go there, innit? But Jan's different energy now. The camera's on, innit? You know what I'm saying? You good though, yeah? You good, Jan?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm so
Excellent
happy your
stuff.
camera's
Love
on.
that. Oh my god. You know what? Just because of that, we'll go to your Ryan. What you telling me? You bless, yeah?
I'm very good, thank you, bro.
This guy.
No, she's turned the camera off.
Everyone's full of smiles. And of course, last but not least, Eleanor, how you doing? Everything good as well?
I'm good. You know, Sarcasm City. The vibe stopped before the live. Like you doesn't know it.
Yes.
What
Facts.
these lot don't know is we're exactly the same backstage. We literally just continue our chat from backstage. Like the vibes are there. We're friends. So
we're so much worse off stream though.
Yeah, facts.
we're no filter.
Yes,
yeah.
Definitely no filter. Yeah, the lives are just an extension of what was going on beforehand, innit? Like if we would have just started as soon as we all landed, the show would look the same. But yes, I'm glad all my fellow co-hosts are good. Love to everyone who's waiting, because we had enough people waiting in the chat in it. So much appreciated. Big up to you lot. Whether you're watching this live right now or you are watching this back, hit the like button in it. Let's get the numbers up on this already. Let's get the likes up. I think we already hit where we in. Yeah, we went well over double figures already. So yes, and we're only 2 minutes in. So get the likes up on the video. Make sure you share it across all the socials as well. If you're following me on Twitter and Instagram at That's Me Flawless, that way you can find Ryan, Eleanor, and Jan. You can find all their socials. So make sure you follow them across all their platforms. And equally as important, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, and make sure when you subscribe as well, you hit the notification bell. It is road to 4K. It is road to 4K, people. And we have new shows that will be added to the channel. It's 3 new shows that will be added to the channel this month. So 3 new shows alongside. So we got so much content coming. Obviously, the Premier League is starting on Friday. Arsenal, Brentford, I believe, which is the 8 o'clock kick. Oh, yeah. It's because you ain't spending no money. But we're going to get into that.
Our left back's injured.
Oh, yeah. Did he actually break his ankle?
I don't think he's broken his ankle. I don't think he's broken it. But he hobbled off the pitch. He kind of hobbled off the pitches. I didn't watch the game in it. I've just seen pictures. So I don't watch preseason games in it. I've got better things to do. But
Nah, I'm with you on that. I understand that. And if
I've never watched a preseason game in my life. I think
you ain't really.
I don't watch many, but we beat Arsenal, so
never watch them.
I watch.
Yeah, waste of time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that in it because Arsenal are just
because someone actually asked me. Oh, are you going to Anfield today for the Liverpool preseason game? Fuck. I don't even watch them on TV. You think I'm paying my money to watch a game that doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
I'd pay to leave Anfield. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. Go on, Jan.
City's games are ever at home. I don't remember ever seeing a preseason at home. They have been this season, but I don't think we've had fans. I'm sure. I don't know. Normally we're away. I'm
just waiting for that joke in the comments in a sec to say, "Oh, you got no fans anyway," or something like that. I'm just waiting for that still.
That's the worst joke ever. It's not even any.
You'll be calling that person a virgin and all that still.
It is terrible. Oh yeah. Jan will be weighing it. Jan will be waiting for him at the Etihad at the start of the season. Should be weighing him in.
Time to be right about the attendance, isn't it? So. Is what
it is. This is not what we finna do. Oh my god!
Oh, big up Savannah in the comments as well.
Large of Savs in the building. Big up everyone in the chat. If you haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, it's your chance to ask us any sporting questions. So anything, past or present, you can ask us. Obviously, you can see from the title, we will be discussing Messi leaving Barcelona and where we will be heading to, because that's the main talking point. But any question you lot have got, past or present, you can put to all 4 of us or any number of us, 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4 if you don't want to hear Ryan's opinion on it. I fully understand. So it's totally up to you lot. Whatever question you lot have asked. And of course, if you are a member as well, your comment will take priority like a super chat. So I'm not ignoring you, but like I say, the green usernames, people, If the same names pop up, that's because they're members. If you want to become a member, the link is underneath in the description as well. Lajab Ahmed, who was here from early, and he says, like the video, drop and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Lajab to Ahmed. Lajab Nippin, who says hi, he says, big up the panel. Fraser says, big up fam. Also, where else we got? Lajab, my guy Timo in the cut, who's always here trolling as well. We're not getting into no tennis debate, but Lajab, my guy Timo, every single time. Where else we at? Nipping with some facts. He says Arsenal are winless in London and winless in Scotland, only beating Watford and a few championship seats. That's Arsenal for you, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Getting slapped in London.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into Arsenal over preseason games though, at the end of
the day. I will definitely.
If they lose to Brentford, then I'll start going in on them. But I'm not going to go in on them over preseason games.
Is it?
Can we just
at the Emirates or is it at Brentford? Yeah, go on.
Can we just add to the Arsenal slander? They haven't won a preseason game.
Not one.
Nah, they did. I think they beat Watford once.
Yeah, they
this
did
season.
Yeah.
Wait, I found the picture. Wait. Let me get. I saw this. Maybe since a certain time. Hang on. Yeah. Well, since they played since the 13th of July, they've not beat anyone. They played Hibernian. I don't know
Hibernian.
how to say it. Yeah. They lost 2-1. They played Rangers 2-2. They lost 2-1 to Arsenal, and then they lost 1-0 to us. So. Season's starting well.
Yeah, let's go in it. Arsenal starting as they mean to go on. You love to see it, 100%. Large up Boswell, who says big up everyone. But big up my favorite Ryan, who says, yes, bros, big up everyone. Large up to you, my guy, each and every time. And that, like you said, you mentioned Savs. Where else we at?
Oh, my favorite Lloyd Smith sister. Yeah, she in the comments.
Wait, hold up. Yo, MB, I didn't even start. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you're on my case. He says, yo, Flawless, don't even start. You well. I'm not even start. I was saying this to Cam on the phone, actually, because me and Cam spoke earlier. And I was saying to him with the whole Arsenal situation, and he's like, he was mentioning that I'm going to be getting, me and Tox are going to be getting onto Arsenal during the season. And I was like, I've not even started yet. And he's like, in your defense, I've not. Like, I've left you lot alone. You lot have given me hella material. And I've left you alone in that. See that? This is how nice I am. Left you alone. I'm just waiting for that documentary because it's all going to be in that.
Honestly, I'm ready for that.
I might actually get the DVD. Forget about links. I might just get the DVD and buy a DVD player because I think the other one's broken in it. I might just do that for the Arsenal documentary.
Oh, yeah. So Lajab Drizzy does on the super chat. We'll get into this. He said, what happened to 100 million player Grealish? Does Messi have to cry about everything? He is a crybaby. You know what, Jan? We'll start with you. Since he mentioned your clubs and he mentioned your goal, it starts with you. What happened to 100 million?
Let me start with Messi, right? Like,
all right, cool.
Messi, what people need to realize is like when it's your club and you have a player that's loyal to your club, it's very emotional when that player leaves in general. Do you know what I mean? When you've got like a club legend and they leave, it's emotional, right? That's just you as a fan that loves that club. Imagine that you're there playing for that club for as long as Messi did. And Messi has always said that he would never leave Barcelona unless he was forced out. And that's basically what's happened here. He signed a contract and they couldn't register it. So they basically said to him, we can't pay for you. In Spain, what a lot of people are getting wrong is saying things like he should play for free, right? Which one, it's ridiculous anyway. Two, it's illegal. So he can play for free, but he'd be going to jail. So
why would illegal to play for free?
Yeah. So in La Liga, it's illegal to play for free, and you can your salary has to be a maximum of 50% less than what you were paid before. So Messi took a 50% pay cut, which is what he's allowed to do, and it was still too much for Barcelona. So he has done everything in his power to remain at Barcelona within the legal constraints. And obviously they've said, and that's why he's so gutted, because he did everything to try and stay. Really, it's Barcelona's fault because they must have known the situation they were in a long time ago. You know what I mean? He didn't want to leave because like Man City have tried to get him ourselves twice and he said, no, I want to stay at Barcelona. You know what I mean? So he didn't want to leave. Now he's kind of ended up leaving in a shit situation. Like, not only are you leaving this club that you're the goat of, you're leaving at a time where you're not going to get any real send-off. You know, it's emotional. Like, you saw how upset Aguero was when he left. I know, obviously, the Champions League final played into it, but them tears weren't all about that. You know what I mean? That it wasn't all about that. You know, the other players, they kind of went off the pitch, went into the dressing room. He stayed out there. Them tears were for him leaving as well. And it's like, he loved that. Aguero loved City. He wanted to retire at City, and it didn't end up like that. But you can't really blame the players in that situation. Like, I'm not going to blame Aguero for leaving Man City because you can clearly see that it was not his choice. Yeah. So I feel sorry for Messi. Of course he's going to cry. You know, it's emotional being there for that long. And what he's done for the club, 35 trophies. Like, a lot of the fans in the comments haven't seen their team win 35 trophies in their lifetime. Never mind.
To you, Ryan.
One player. No, a lot of teams haven't. A lot of fans haven't. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen my team win the two biggest trophies in the last 3 years.
Yeah, well done, innit? 2 years and 2 trophies in 21 years.
You haven't even seen your trophy win one in 4. Your team. You haven't even seen your team win a trophy in 4 years. Eleanor hasn't even seen.
Stumbling over your words, yeah. Go on, carry on.
2008, last time Roger Federer
there's no need to come for me. I'm sitting here humble. I eat my humble pie. And it's just
he was going for me, so I had to pass on the.
I'm just sitting here.
You know what?
Claim to win shit.
Man, yeah, that is hella cheap, yo. That was a fucking cheap tactic. I would have done the same though.
I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. You talk. You lot can win what you want. Just let me enjoy my football. Like, there's no need.
Right. I hear that. That was, but you know what? That was below the belt. But if I was him, I would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I would have done the exact same shit. That's sometimes when you gotta do it.
By the way, can I just say something, right, Joe? Yeah, just you're letting your lack of football knowledge show.
No, here we go.
Keep it moving.
I saw that. I was waiting for you to reply.
Come on now, seriously.
But yeah, no. But back to the super chat to get off that before we get into the question, Jen. Get your thoughts. No. I want your thoughts on Grealish. What was your thoughts on his how he played, etc.
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know.
Okay.
But from what I saw like little bits of it. I was driving on the motorway and watching it, and so it's quite difficult. But yeah,
Ryan, that's got you, my guy.
He looked like first of all, the bit that I saw. He tried to get a foul, but it's like, you don't get them at Man City. Like, you might get them at Villa. You're not getting that at City. Just get up in it. Like, he tried to get a foul, which wasn't going to work. And then, I think City the game was a bit of a weird one because Leicester, from what I heard, because I listened to the first half or some of the first half on the radio, and it sounded very Leicester dominating. Like, when City had the ball, it was mainly a Dozy that got it. And he wasn't really doing much with it. And Palmer. So it was them two that had a lot of...
Oh, that striker who came off you, that Ben Knight, he was shit.
Yeah,
he was worse than Brewster. He was worse than Brewster. I thought Brewster was bad. This Ben Knight's worse.
The thing is, it's pre-season and he's got 3 goals.
Nah, so sometimes you've got...
Yeah, but who do we play? Who do we play? Yes, we play. Like, everyone else is away. But we don't.
No, I'm just saying that Ben Knight has got no future with Man City.
The lap's injured, and everyone else is not back yet. So that.
Oh yeah. No. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not blaming Pep for playing him. I'm just saying that Ben Knight will definitely not make it anywhere near City.
You know what I would say? Like, with these kids, bear in mind that's their first.
Sorry to cut you off, yeah. Just one sec.
I know
we got over 50 people watching, and we only got 25 likes. Hey, you lot, get the likes up on the video. Sorry to cut you off, Jan. Get the likes up. You lot slacking. Get the numbers up, man. Get the likes up.
I'm not really gonna come for kids in it, like on their first.
No, I know what you mean, but like for me, with young players,
like it's one of them. I think, like, to be honest. From what I saw, obviously, like, City weren't really doing much. They had chances, but they weren't really doing much. And then Leicester, to be honest, were the same at the other end. Stefan was doing really well, though. Stefan had a really, really good performance.
He was your man of the match, definitely.
Yeah, he was. It's such a shame that they conceded a pen because I think he would have got man of the match had we won that game.
He almost saved it as well.
Really good. Yeah, he made loads of saves. I think he made a save with his foot while he was like...
with Vardy when it hit the post. Yeah, he was very good yesterday.
I felt sorry for him. And even the penalty, he went the right way, but it was a fantastic penalty. So it's like, he would have been lucky to save that, put it that way. So
no,
yeah,
but you know what it is. What I was gonna say with the kids, like when the youth players play, it's like, yeah, like I understand like it's hard to go in on youth players, but at the same time, even in their first game when they come on, they have for me for the Liverpool ones anyway, they have to show me a glimpse in it and like do the fundamentals right in it. I don't get how nervous you are, just do the basic fundamentals, football fundamentals right, and show me like a little glimpse of some of your talent. Like that's why Brewster. When I first saw him play, I heard all the hype. When I first saw him play, I was like, nah, this guy's shit. He's got no future at Liverpool because he didn't have the fundamentals and he weren't doing anything. I was like, nah, even after one game, I was like, nah, you got no future here. I mean,
to be honest, I've never seen Knight play, so I can't comment on Knight. Palmer is a good player.
I don't know about Palmer. I just saw Knight and thought this guy.
And Dozy has been playing well as well. So I don't really know too much about them. I can't claim to because I haven't watched preseason. And they played preseason, but from what I've seen, I think Knight got like 3 goals or something like that. I think that's why he played. But yeah, he's probably just not ready. But that's what preseason's about. It's about the manager finding out which of these players are going to make it, which aren't. And that's what it's happened a few times with City. Like we've brought players in. I think that's why Kelechi got into our squad. Because he played well in preseason and he kind of got brought through, and then he ended up being a regular.
It's a weird one because Kelechi's so much better than Gabby as well. Like it's not even close.
Do you know what? I love Kelechi. Like if we had to lose to anyone, I'm glad it was him. Like I actually really like him. Obviously, at the time when he got sold, I didn't want him to go. He was a player that I was like, we're gonna regret this if we sell him. I didn't want to sell him at all. The problem is when he joined Leicester, I thought it was going to be instant success. He was going to go there. He was going to be really, really good.
Yeah, just slow start.
Because Neil was saying it took 4 years. I didn't realize it was that long. But Neil's really? 4 years to before he started like.
All I remember about him was him missing that sitter on purpose at City.
Yeah, but it's because what they were doing is they were saying they were playing him as a 1 up front. And he plays better in a 2. So it's only when they got injuries and they had to play him up front in a 2. But the thing is, when he played alongside Aguero, it didn't really work. So they assumed that he was better up front. So yeah, I think it's one of them things. I think he's a good player. He's very good. At the time, was he good enough for City? Maybe not. Right now, he's a bit older.
Did he leave when Gabby was there?
I don't think so. Because let me see.
I'm seeing when Kelechi left. He's so much better than Gabby Jesus.
He left when Pep Kane. Let me see. All
right, while you search that, I'll answer this just quick from MB. Since Flawless apparently Inter Milan when Martial fought. It would make sense because Martial's a top quality baller. Like, don't let our idiot fan base. Like,
but you lot stupid to know one of your best players.
We would be very daft, but that is typical Manchester. We don't make smart moves. Like we have done this window, but in general,
you man keep Dan James and sell Martial.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? And like there's so much that doesn't make sense. So Martial improves. He might not get into every 11 in Europe, but there's a squad. There isn't a squad he doesn't improve. In the Premier League, he plays. Exactly, he plays. Yeah. There isn't a squad he doesn't improve, whether that's starting for a team or coming off the bench, whether you want to play him through the middle or wide left. Martial's a top quality baller.
He gets into every squad in the league. Like he gets into the City squad ahead of like Jesus. He gets into our squad ahead of like Origi and probably Firmino. Let's be honest. He gets into. I think he gets into Chelsea squad. I think he gets in the squad. Gets into Arsenal, Spurs. Nah, he gets into every team, man.
That's my point.
Squad anyway, at least.
Only that player would people criticize. A player of that caliber that gets into, and we're not even talking first 11s, we're talking just squads that you mentioned. He improves everybody's squad, but this guy is that bad. It's like, no, because if we replace that with Dan James, that's not the case. There isn't many squads he gets into.
Because it's like, they forget, he's
because he don't do the hard, you know what it is? Because he don't do the hard yards thing from.
He was arguably your best player the season before.
Yeah, he was. But the thing is,
your best player the season before.
You know what the thing is, though?
Season, people getting
you know what the problem is, Ryan? He doesn't do the hard yards thing. He doesn't. Yes, I run jokes about it. But if he did the D slides and the kiss and the badge stuff, people would be off his back. That's why McTominay doesn't get it like
yeah, that's what I was
McTominay is one of those.
Yeah.
Peter said it when we was doing it live, and Peter was like, if I was a manager, I would do all that passion stuff because it gives me more time. He was like, I'd run up and down the touchline, I'd kiss them. It gives you more time. It gives you more time. It gives you whether you're talented or not, it legit gives you more time because in the eyes of the idiot, they're like, oh, he cares. To me, I don't care about
it's these fans that fall for it.
Yeah,
people fall into the trap.
But it can happen though.
You know what?
Yeah, go on, Jan.
You know what I think it is nowadays with fan bases? By the way, Gabby joined the year that Kelechi left. So they kind of
if Kelechi left when Gabby
January and then Kelechi left, I think, in the summer. So they played in the same team for a little bit, but not too long.
Kelechi's miles better than him though.
I think when Gabby came, he was injured for a bit. I don't think he came fit. So yeah, I don't know if they ever played together. But yeah, I think the way fans are nowadays is like, it's weird to me. So say, for example, you have two strikers and they play up front on their own, but say it's like two completely different players, but they're both like effective for your team, but you like one, it's like the fan base can't like the other one because it's like that threatens your player. So say it's Martial or Cavani, like you have to hate Cavani because you like Martial, or you have to hate Martial because you like Cavani. It's like they both play for your team.
But you know what the problem is? Because people have
weird to me.
It's not even weird. You know what it is? It is very weird, and I agree with that. Yeah. It's because people have their preference. People would rather be right about individuals and that. Just because I have preferences of players I prefer or not, I want all Manchester United players to do well. I don't care about them versing each other because I'm a Manchester United fan first and foremost. Like we can debate players and then are they performing? Like if Martial left, would I be upset? Yeah, but I'd get over it. And then the show's
is you have certain players that are fitted for certain games. Because like someone was saying today on City's sort of timeline about Son and Kane, and he was saying that Son, the way Son plays works perfectly against like a Man City, whereas the way Kane plays doesn't, and that's why Son gets so many goals against Man City, whereas Kane doesn't. But then other games, it would work the other way around. So it's like sometimes you have players that against certain teams, I remember with Edin Dzeko, like he used to play well against Spurs for some reason. Like that was his team. And then Yaya Toure.
I love Edin Dzeko.
Every time Yaya Toure was on the team sheet against Newcastle, I knew we were winning. He just loved the certain players that have that club that they just kind of.
I'm not really into that. You know, when like people say, "Oh, this guy's got such a good goal scoring record against this club," like I don't really fall into that. Really, to me, I wouldn't just play like. Let's say Origi's got a really good record against Everton, which he has. He's got an amazing record against Everton. But then if the derby was coming in a couple of weeks, I wouldn't just put in Origi for that game specifically. Do you get what I mean?
Here's the thing
but I think you'd be more likely to bring him on.
Yeah, 100%.
So say you've got
and I don't know still.
You might bring on Origi because like Kelechi, he does well against like Man United. That's why when Leicester brought him on against you guys in the cup, he's got a good record against certain teams. So I get what you're saying in terms of if someone's out of form, like Sterling was towards the end of last season. It doesn't matter what his record was against. Yeah. He wasn't at the races at the end. Do you know what I mean? So he was never going to be brilliant against anyone at the end of the season. But in general, if he's in form and he's got a good record, then play him, innit? If he's not, that's different because it's
one of them. There is something to it though, because there is certain players who play well against certain teams or at certain grounds for whatever reason, and it does go into consideration. If I'm 4-4, if I'm 4-4 against a certain team, when that team's coming up, if that manager doesn't play me, I'm gonna be pissed, especially if we don't win that game. There's certain times, like there's certain players who just do well against certain sides or at certain grounds for whatever reason.
What's that West Brom player that like doesn't score and then he scores?
Robinson.
Callum Robinson.
Yeah. It's Robinson.
Yeah, and then there's like, for instance, and then there's City with bloody Traore, Adama Traore.
Your guy in it.
For a goal when he's turned into prime Messi against Man City.
So then
Firmino always scores against Arsenal.
See, so there you go. So Willian against Spurs is an example when he
plays. I mean, even if he's crap.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
he didn't do
managers
it for
don't look at that.
Arsenal, but
Yeah, Arsenal tax, innit?
that was Arsenal tax. Every other time he has, trust me. Like, even if he hadn't started a game all year.
Firmino scores against Spurs a lot.
But that's my point. Is you'll get
Yeah,
certain players who are just like that against certain teams, and
Yeah.
we don't ever score. We don't ever win at Anfield. Like, doesn't matter who plays. So
they're actually normally our games at Anfield are kind of close as well. That's the thing. Normally our games at Anfield are close. That's the thing. But we always
close. Most often than not, we should win them. Don't tell me about close.
I remember that year we went for the league and Sissoko missed that 1-on-1 going in late on. I remember you skied it.
Skying it. Obviously, Harry Kane missing a penalty. When Yama getting
was that when Wanyama scored that bullet?
Like that banger, and then you lot go and equalise. It's just not
Salah
able.
Scored that
The last time we won at Anfield.
Though, man. Them fans have been out.
The last time we won at Anfield was with Van der Vaart.
Yeah, it was Modric and these guys. Yeah,
it was Van der Vaart.
Oh, you know what?
Van der Vaart, and he.
It was when Harry Redknapp was in charge, I think.
Yeah, that's the last time we won at Anfield. How mad is that?
You're not like 2012,
2011, I think.
With Anelka that scored a penalty up until last season when we beat Liverpool.
And that was when we had like man like Andy Carroll as well. Like,
we never used to beat him.
It's mad how
the curse is over.
Yeah, because
City haven't beaten us at Anfield when we've had our fans back in still. Like they beat us this year, but obviously like.
Well, we've got a 0% win rate at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is where we're going next. We've not even scored a bloody goal there. And we're not going to have a striker. So, you know,
you got a false nine, man. You got 100 million Jackie Grealish. You'll be all right.
You know who always used to score against us?
Do you realise you're playing Tottenham now? Yeah? You're still going to win. Like,
you're playing Tottenham there. Trust me.
You not just signed that banging centre back though. That Romero
we
guy.
signed one centre back, but we still he still has to play alongside either Sanchez or Dyer. So unless he could be like two people, I don't see how it's gonna do too much. Like we need another one at least.
I'm hearing he's that good though. This is what I'm hearing.
I'm hearing he's the next coming of Jesus, but you just never know.
That's just Slav bigging him up on the group chat.
No. Outside of Slavs, in his defense, I've heard other people talk about how
everyone. I don't know too much in it. I'm not gonna sit here and gas up like I know everything. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie. I know him from FIFA, but like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sitting there acting like I know him though. Like. Just
like
looking it up.
It's kind of like that. You just gotta go from FIFA to a manager. And nipping to your point where you say unpopular opinion, Martial could start for Chelsea.
That's
I legit don't believe that's an unpopular opinion. I get what you're saying, but just for people who was talking about it in the comments, I'm not saying Chelsea should go in for him. I'm saying he makes your bench at least. He's better than Tammy Abraham.
No, but he could start.
He's better than Batshuayi.
Yeah,
he starts for them.
He's a better footballer.
I'm just not getting into that.
I'm
just not getting into it, innit? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that he makes the whole point we're making, it makes their squad.
A City fan in the comments says Romero was voted best centre-back in Italy last year.
I'm keep hearing this and stuff like that. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, he won Copa America as well, didn't he?
He's a very interesting centre-back, but he's not a centre-back that can transform a whole defence. You know what, though? What I would say, though, is sometimes if you get a very good centre-back, it doesn't matter too much who they're playing next to.
Because they're that good.
Sorry, I'm laughing at this comment.
What's this? What was that? I get what you're saying. Nah, why
I mean, I love Jez, innit? Like, you're my guy, just for one. But, like, yeah. This is all true. He's one guy. Now he's got to cover 5 people.
He might be that good, though. You know what I'm just saying, innit? I keep hearing that he is this good. I don't know too much about him whatsoever, so I legit don't know. But we have
a Poch question. So when we get to it, I feel
like we're gonna get to the Poch question as well.
A long Poch debate. So I apologize in advance because.
It's cool. I'll let you get to it first, innit? Yeah. I'll let you get to it first. But yeah, we're going to get there. Notorious FAT says, flawless, genuine question. What do you think about the whole City are ruining football? I think it's rubbish, even though I'm a United fan. Yeah, it's just people. That's just, to me, when people use that, and I'm just use City as an example because that's who you've used, it's just a lazy argument. And that. Like, do I like the fact that City are spending, it's jealousy. Do I like the fact City are spending money in the fashion they are and being successful? No, but that's me as a United fan. They're not doing anything wrong. So this whole ruining football is no. I just hate the fact that it's them.
What I will add to this, and I'm not trying to
You're about to trash it, you know. They're ruining football,
innit? Yeah, but what I think is the league should never have allowed ownerships like City and Chelsea.
I'm with that. I agree.
Because
do you know what? You know what though? It's the thing. What City are doing
just
now?
From a sheer selfish standpoint, it's like I agree.
But they made it a super league that no one can compete with.
No, but that happened before when they basically had a thing where they had the top teams basically didn't want the other teams to compete. That's why financial fair players come in. But the thing is, if you were told now that Spurs can never buy anyone, so you could it's not fair. Do you know what I mean? It's like the thing is, what City are doing now. Don't get me wrong. We're doing it on a bigger scale than some clubs, but this is only what's always been happening. It's just with inflation, the prices are ridiculous. Where years ago it was 500,000, 1 million here, 2 million there. Now it's 100 million. You know, it's just difference in price, but you know, it's always been happening. Like I was saying last time, I think I was saying it on the space actually. Like when Man United used to win the league, they didn't stand still. Man United didn't go, okay, we've won the league now, let's keep our exact squad.
No. Yeah, these are facts.
Always 5 players, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, that's all facts. But there's also the money that you have in general and that Chelsea has. Yeah. Other clubs cannot compete regardless.
Yeah. But saying that, our owner, like Aston Villa, I think is it the second richest owner in the league? Like Aston Villa have money, serious money. Everton has a lot of money. So it's not just us.
And then no, don't get me wrong. If it was me, I'd be complaining. I'll be loving life. But I just mean,
you know what it is, Eleanor? That's what it comes down to. Is on what side of the coin you are. Like if the City owners should have done what they were supposed to and took over your club, I'd be like, that's Arsenal's problem. I just hate the fact they took over City. That's the way that football is.
You know the way I see it though, because like I have been a City fan when Chelsea got taken over, and they took my favorite player. And I still wasn't saying, it shouldn't be allowed. Do you know what I mean? Like, they took Sean Wright-Phillips. He was my favourite player. I was absolutely gutted when he left. But that's just the way football's always been. The better clubs take your players. Like, I grew up in a City team where any decent player we had was snapped up. Because why would we keep him when they can go to a better club? That's the way it was. So, because I remember we had Anelka, and Anelka was good for City, but we knew we weren't keeping him.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And we didn't. And he went off. Don't get me wrong, he was at about 1 million clubs. But, you know, we knew we weren't keeping him long term. Like, we knew that. And it's kind of the way it's always been. So if I was saying, like, Chelsea shouldn't be allowed to do it, I'd be a hypocrite to say about City. But I didn't say that about Chelsea. Like, I just thought that's the way it works. I was happy that they were challenging Man United. You know, because my whole childhood, it was Man United, Man United, Man United. And then another team, maybe. And then Man United.
It feels that way for other fans with City. It feels that way now with City. Oh, it's
welcome to the club, City.
And there's no way to compete with
City. Man United, though, they're on the way back up.
We're not all going to get the sugar daddy, innit? We're not all going to be... But the thing is, we're not all going to be able to spend $1 billion. Like, we're not all going to get that sugar daddy. It's impossible for the whole league to be able to be similar in that aspect. So I do think... They've created almost like a super league in terms of they're the only two that could, with that size of money, that can compete in that aspect. But in the same breath, do I want new owners? Do I want the sugar daddy? Yes.
Of course you do. And you know what?
That's the only way to compete, though.
Yeah, but what I rate about you is that you're honest enough to admit that again. As fans, we should just be honest. It depends on what side of the coin you're on. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the City side and you're benefiting,
no, but you know what it is with me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go on. You'd love it.
Is that I never go in on City.
Yeah, go on.
Like, I never go in on City with the money, and it pisses me off when I see like Liverpool fans on Twitter going on, City ruining football and all that. Like it pisses me off because it's like, you know why are you focusing your attention on Man City ruining football when they're actually what they're doing? They're not ruining football. They're showing ambition to become the best club in the world. That's what they're doing. Whereas our owners are busy bloody trying to get players like Jared fucking Bowen in and install that.
Don't
like,
get me wrong, they
I
are.
don't think I'd want my club to act like City at the moment, but apparently City ruining football. No, City is showing ambition, whereas we're getting players like Jared Bowen and settling for 4th place.
No, 100%. We're not ruining football.
I hate our fan base.
No,
I hate our
what
fan base.
ruins
We all hate your fan base.
I hate our fan base because all I'm seeing on Twitter is going, "Oh, City ruining football." Focus your attention on our fucking getting our owners out instead of focusing on good owners like Man City. Focus on getting our owners out instead. Fucking pricks,
that's
honestly.
what a lot of City fans are saying now, because they're saying, like, the problem in football, right? Okay, so you look at like a team like Barcelona. We've heard for years from people that support Barcelona, people that admire Barcelona, whatever it is, saying Man City are ruining football. Now they've got Griezmann on £880,000 a week. Griezmann.
Nah, I don't think it's pounds. Wow. I read that. I think it was like euros.
Even still,
still a bloody lot.
Anything over like a certain amount for players, like, come on now, like, and this is what I mean. Like, yes, you can argue City are ruining football or whatever you want to argue, but at the same time, one, we're only doing stuff that's been done before. You know, this ain't new. And look at Real Madrid. You know, they spend big all the time, and you know, people talk about generating your own money. I get that, but Man City have been doing that for a long time now. So you could argue
can I just suggest a comment
2009
quick,
when we first got bought in. But if we came in, if our owners came in and said, right, we're going to buy one player a season, City would still be waiting now for the first Premier League title. You have to go in there. Like, say, for example, now Spurs decided, say you got a new owner and they were like, I'm going to invest heavily in this team. You can't buy, like you said, you bought a defender. You can't buy him and put him next to that back four that they were mentioning in the comments and then be like, win the Premier League. Yeah. It's going to take more. So you're going to have to buy more players. And as time goes on, the transfer fees are going up and up and up. So it's just...
100%. It's the way football works now. Like 100%, it's the way football works now. No, I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is, it's hard to compete on a scale of with owners with that much money. Yes, we have more money than we spend. I agree, but I just don't think that only two owners that really have the amount that they have is, you know, your owners and Chelsea's owners. Now, FSG have a lot of money they don't put into the club. The Glazers have a lot of money they don't put into the club, but they still don't have the amount that City have to be able to just spend. But at the end of the day, it's how football works now. Football's all about money. I mean, when the Premier League was made, when they broke off to make the Premier League, they made it about money. So what was rich was all these ex-players now telling us about the Super League. And it was like, you made the Premier League for money. You broke away from all those other teams to make that for money. And you're making now like UEFA's like the best, like the most real and natural thing to come to football. And don't forget how you were made, like, you know, you made this league. So it's just annoying when people do forget that. But football is about money. You can't deny that. But I just think that it's just hard when, you know, they stopped Newcastle's.
One sec, Jan. Hey, you lot, these likes are too low, you know. I will start just pausing streams, you know. You get what I'm saying? And that we'll all flick our cameras off until you lot get the likes up. Like, serious, like, we got over just under 70 people watching, and we ain't even got 40 likes. Like, you lot are taking liberties. You know what I'm saying? We don't ask for much. I'm saying, be respectful. One sec. Be respectful and get the likes up. Large up my guy Tox, my bro Tox in the building. Large up Statman Danes. Use it. Where else you getting stellar guests in the comments as well, even though Statman running his Poch agenda, and we're gonna get into it. And I let Ryan respond to that because he doesn't hate Liverpool. I'm just gonna back you in quickly before I know you're gonna get it. He's like me. He just wants the best for his club. That's all it is. But go on, family.
Yeah, because it's actually pissed me off, this comment, because literally, I don't hate Liverpool. I love my football club. I just get annoyed with our fan base because they're thick in it. They don't have brain cells, a lot of them. Literally, they're thick because they don't understand football and they show no ambition at all, our fan base. Oh, City ruining football and all that. No, City are spending to win. That's what they're doing. I want my club to act like that. I want us to act like City win 3 leagues in 4 years, whatever they're doing, innit? Not winning a league every 4 years or something because we don't buy
league every 4 years.
I'm literally sitting right here. I just want to say, I am literally
I don't want to
sitting
go
right
through
here.
the 30-year title wait.
It's one every 30 years, fam. Just putting it out there. It's one every 30 years.
Yeah, I'm not looking to go on another 30-year title wait, but then our dumb fan base,
31.5 actually. Carry on.
but then our thick fan base are busy. Our fan base standards are on the floor in it because they're desperate to keep these dead ballers like Henderson. Yeah. Oh please, our fan base are busy. Go. Oh please stay Henderson. You're our captain. Like shut up. Get out of my club in it. You shit. Honestly, you're 31. You're injury prone, and you're not that good in it. Like you're not Steven Gerrard in it. You're not gonna whip one in from 30 yards to win us games on his own. You Jordan Henderson. You're not that good in it. So like,
in the comments,
base,
I hear Statman has a Poch agenda. If you would like to come share your agenda,
Eleanor, you know what it is? It's because Nagelsmann's his guy, and we're always.
Nagelsmann's not supposed to be the next like Poch, or like we're supposed to be excited like Poch. Like, don't disrespect his mentor.
Eleanor, Nagelsmann is to Statman what Graham Potter is to me still.
And that's fine. You can love Nagelsmann. I like Nagelsmann as well. Wanted him. But that doesn't mean I disrespect my Argentinian
club. Let's go there because someone asked that. So obviously, with the talk of Messi supposedly going to PSG, let's say hypothetically he does go. What are your expectations now of Poch at PSG?
Do you know what? It is hot. I put my neck on line. He's got no excuse, like none, like no excuse. He has to win now. Okay, I back my guy to do it. Like I back my guy to do it. That's me, innit? I back him. I'm not gonna lie. He made me proud of my club again. Like he made me proud of my club. Like he came in 2014 and he said, "I will make you proud of your football club." He did. No, yeah, I didn't feel like that under Jose. Yeah, I did not feel like that under Jose. Right. So if I've got to back someone, I'm gonna back Poch to do that. Now, Messi can do it on his own, in my opinion. Right, especially with that team around him. He's got no. But you lot can all come to me. You can all come to me at the end of the season. If he's not done it, I'll hold the smoke in it. I'm not gonna lie, I'll hold the smoke. He's got no excuses. It's gonna be hard. You got to remember though, Poch at Tottenham, and whenever he's done well, he's managed a group of youngsters that he can mold into his players. Like he'll make them train the way he wants them to train, make them work very, very hard, and train these young players into his players. But now he's going to have these players that are all stars. They're all, trained and done and worked with the best. And, it's going to be very interesting to see how he manages a whole dressing room of egos, because it went wrong at Spurs when everyone grew an ego. So, that's my opinion. This is my opinion. When everyone grew an ego, we just made the Champions League final. I'm getting too good for this, blah, blah, blah. Poch couldn't handle a lot of egos. So having a group of winners in one room that all are going to want, the limelight. I'm going to want to be the star. I'm going to want to do this. That's where he might find it tricky. But there's no excuse. I'm not making any excuses, because if he doesn't, I'll hold the smoke in it. But I believe he will do it.
And to add on to what you said, because I'm a fan of his, obviously people have... Why am I hearing an echo? What's going on? I'm hearing myself twice. One second, let me jump out and jump back in. It might be me, innit? You know what I'm saying?
It's that flawless guy, yeah.
Oh no, because I can still hear it now. Can I hear it now? Right now, I can't hear it. It might be Eleanor.
It's Eleanor.
Yeah,
it's me.
If it was right,
I'm gonna jump out.
I'm just up for blaming Flawless anyway, innit?
What was that, Ryan? What did you say there, fam?
I'm just up for blaming Flawless anyway, innit? Like...
Yeah. Whatever, fam. All right, okay, whatever. You know what? I want to be next. I want to be next to you. But yeah, as I was saying anyway, where was I at? Yeah, with the Poch situation. Obviously, as obviously people know I'm a big Poch fan. So as soon as the Messi rumors happened, he's not even signed yet. But as soon as it happened, it was like, oh, what about your guy Poch? Your guy Poch? Does he have to? Yes, of course. Like the question someone asked was, does he have to win? Does he have to win 3 trophies minimum? No, he just has to win the league and the Champions League, like the French league and the Champions League.
What,
I'm not really looking at the cups or anything like that. Like, yes, he has to deliver. Here's the thing, though. If he doesn't, I believe he will deliver. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to make excuses for him. I'm not like you, Ollie in a Duns in it. You will continue to make excuses.
Yeah.
If Poch isn't as good as I think he is, and he fails here, I'll admit I was wrong and keep it moving. Like, it's not really that deep. You know what I'm saying? He's not good enough. He didn't deliver with the team that he delivered. I mean, he didn't deliver with the team that he should have. And that's that. Like, I'll admit that I was wrong. And then that's that. You know what I'm saying? I don't stand on things when someone I back fails. If someone I back fails, I tell you they failed.
Yeah.
Go on, Jan.
No, I was just gonna say, like, they're gonna have so much pressure on them to win it.
Yeah.
Like, so much pressure, because they haven't won it before either. I think if, like, any, like, I don't know, say Klopp got that team, say Klopp had that exact team at Liverpool, he's winning the Champions League with that squad. Do you know what I mean? At Liverpool. But it's like PSG, the pressure on them to win it is like, it kind of makes me think, will they do it? You know, because of the pressure. Like, don't get me wrong, they have the team, but it's going to be interesting to see. I think we're going to get them in the group. I think City are going to get PSG.
Can you just leave Poch alone? There's a sign about these, so they just don't leave him alone.
Here's the thing with that, though. I agree with you.
In the group.
Yeah, I agree with you about the pressure, but you know what they've done? They signed the perfect players for it.
Yeah.
When you sign Ramos and say Messi, there isn't two players better fitted to dealing with pressure. When you talk serial winners, them two are in that type of conversation, and you sign one up top and one back. Yes, Ramos alone is crazy.
Like, if I was, obviously, City, we don't need him based on what we have. Don't get me wrong, he'd be brilliant for City, but at the time and what we're trying to do at the moment, getting Sergio Ramos probably wouldn't be a good idea. But he is that guy who comes in and you're definitely guaranteed trophies, I would say. Yeah. Even at his age right now. And then you've got Messi, who, again, you guaranteed trophies.
We will.
He is guaranteed trophies, basically. If he doesn't win,
that's on him.
Like, that's a big.
I hold him accountable, and I hold the players accountable as well. If they don't, if Ramos, I look at him. I look at Ronaldo going there. I look at Verratti. I look at Neymar. I look at Messi. I look at Mbappe. Like, yes, Poch will get the majority of it, and that's correct. Yeah. But I will look at the players who didn't stand up and go, you're a part of that too. But yeah, it's on Poch.
You have to look at the context in which they might lose it, to be fair.
Yeah, the context, because injuries might happen. You never know. They might just
if you look at the Champions League final with Man City, you can put that on Pep because Pep just did stupidness in that final. But if Pep had picked the right team and they'd have still lost, then you kind of put it on the players.
More on the players,
because Pep did stupidness, you have to put it on him.
But that's why I was saying, if Pep picked the same team that played against PSG, Pep could have literally put all the blame on the players. He wouldn't do that. Not that sort of manager. But if I was him, that's what I would have done. I would have played that.
Jose would have.
And then I would have pulled back and I would have said, that team that,
anytime I'm ready. Anytime.
Yeah.
You would have done a Jose and called his players out still. You know, look at Mr. Prime Jose.
We were 3-0 down to West Ham, and Jose said him and his coaching staff are second to none. We just lost 3-0 to West Ham.
What? I feel sad when I think about Mourinho. I want 2010 Mourinho back, I want 2010 Mourinho.
No, please don't give me nightmares.
I say this about Mourinho all the time. Mourinho's fantastic when he's not at your club.
He's
that dysfunctional relationship. That is, when you're in a dysfunctional relationship, it's the worst of the worst. But dysfunctional relationships entertain him. Yeah.
I would love to see Arsenal take him.
When he was at Spurs, he's great. He's box office stuff. Like when he was at Spurs and they asked him about Bale. The woman asked him about Bale.
I'm sorry, but I don't need to answer your question.
Yeah, he said that's a very good question. You don't deserve an answer.
Respect Jose. 2010 Jose, I missed that. I missed 2010.
Mourinho, outside of Fergie, Prime Mourinho is my favorite ever manager of all time.
Yeah,
that prime was unreal, man. That prime was unreal.
So it's sad to see what he's become, but he's still funny.
It is sad to see what he's become. Funny, but it's sad to see what he's become.
Joe is talking like he's not an Ollie outer. Don't disrespect Poch. You're the only Ollie outer that doesn't respect Poch, Joe. Stop.
Yeah, that is one thing, because a lot of the Ollie inners got on the Ollie. The outers, like including myself, because Poch was the guy we wanted, and it's like, yo, slandering Poch doesn't make
my Ollie outers. My Ollie outers are my friends because they back me with
my but with Prime Jose, when I realized that this man was, because I was young then times in it when he was at Chelsea, but like when I realized this guy was an absolute don, was when he went to Barca, lost 1-0 and won the game, went right onto the pitch and
No,
that was great.
He's the guy, man.
When he hid in the laundry basket.
Oh, yeah, that's prime Jose, man. I love that still.
It is. And then you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Like I said, past or present, like you can get any questions and you've got any sport, past or present. Drizzy, there's logic for the super chat. He says, you people should stop the Poch slander. It seems all you fans forget about Real Madrid. Galacticos didn't win a Champions League with all that talent. And you have a valid point there, but the manager who that was, I can't even remember who managed the Galacticos. I can't remember,
was it?
He got sacked.
Vicente Del Bosque or something?
It might have been, and he had success before that. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd won the league.
It's gonna be hard.
That. But I get what Drizzy does to a point, yes, but you have to be held accountable. If you have all of that talent with
Drizzy
Messi,
knows the way to my heart.
Apparently, I was, like I said, what I've heard about that Real Madrid team is that they sold Makelele to Chelsea, and he was such a big part of their team.
He was such a good player. Holding midfield, they named the role after him. But like I said, Drizzy, there is no excuses for Poch. He has to deliver.
Yeah, but what fucks a lot of these teams up, like when they buy all the big players, is that they try and shoehorn all these players in, and it fucks the whole balance of the team. That's why these teams don't win what they should. That's probably what happened with Madrid at that time, because they did have Makelele for the balance in midfield.
They were playing Zidane left wing, fam. Yes, they did. Yeah. You're right. They were playing Zidane left wing.
Yeah. I do think as well, like sometimes when it's like it's not necessarily always the best team that kind of get, because if they get like a Bayern Munich or something, Bayern Munich on their day could knock anyone out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man City, when they're at their best, can knock anyone out. Liverpool, when they're at their best. So you don't even know what's going to happen. Like, I'm not saying I think they should win it. Like, if I had to put money on it, I will put money on PSG. But
they'll be favourites. They'll be favourites to win it.
It's one of them things where, like, we saw last season, like, I don't know. There's just because PSG were definitely, you know, when we did a stream for it, everyone was saying, you're going to watch what happens. You know, City are out already, you know. And it's just like, it doesn't necessarily always go that way. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't know what will happen, obviously, but it's difficult to call the Champions League. Like, I would never put like $1,000 on who's going to win the Champions League, because you
never know with draws. What you're saying is spot on, but people don't care because people want to. Certain people want to see him fail. Losing to Bayern Munich, even with all those stars they have, is not, oh my God, catastrophic. It'll be made out that way. They could lose to Bayern Munich by 1 goal. It could be 1-0, 1 leg, and then 1-1, and Bayern Munich go on and win it and win 4 trophies. People will make out like that is the worst loss to Bayern Munich ever. With all the stars and that. You know what I'm saying? And that. So it's like, I get what you're saying, like lose, but they should win it. They should. With the array of riches you have, Poch, if you're as good as I think you are, you have to win it. You should win it.
Can I just add, if anyone is PSG on FIFA next season, you're a dickhead. You're just a straight.
I played with them yesterday. I was around at my cousin's house yesterday. I was playing with PSG, but I transferred Neymar, Messi, Ramos.
Oh my God.
Well, someone said if you pick PSG, I'm picking PSG, and we're gonna have
PSG versus you versus PSG.
If that's the way you're doing it, I'll be PSG as well. Like that's not happening.
Yeah, and Statman says now goes with 4 trophies, flawless beliefs. Now I was just using you as an example, fam. You know what I'm saying? And that because we're on Nagelsmann watch. He has to deliver. He needs to win that German league. He has to go far in the Champions League. Otherwise,
he'll win the German. He's a good manager at the end of the day. Like
I don't know about all that.
Nah, he's good.
There was some Spurs questions earlier. That
go on, get to him. Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3. I can't remember where it was.
You, the Spurs representative, get to him, Eleanor. Yeah. You know what? Actually, you lot repeat a minute. You know what I'm saying? And if you find it cool, but you lot repeat any questions.
Will Christian Romero have the same impact on Tottenham the way Ruben Diaz had the same impact on Manchester City? Again, it's different. City had a very good. Not very good, but they had an all right defense, much better than ours anyway. Ours is not even average, it's below average. So yeah, he can make an impact. Can he have the same impact? I'm not sure. He's apparently really, really good, and he's been ranked really highly. But it's going to be hard to have like Doherty, Romero, Dyer, and Reguilon. And then you're expected to transform the defense. Like you need a better defense around you. I just think it's not enough. Someone else asked me a question about Jermaine Defoe.
I love
underrated. I love Jermaine Defoe.
Listen, I have a very funny memory about Defoe.
So underrated.
I have such a funny memory about Defoe. Like, I was in school and he was like the front page of like the sports section of one of the newspapers, and we were doing like, you know, when you cut up newspaper stuff in school, like we were making something, and I was like, I remember texting my dad, and I was like, oh look, we just won a game. I can't remember what game it was. And I was like, oh, love Defoe. And he was like, yeah, I really wanted to retire here. And all we spoke about, like when he was playing for us, was how we wanted Jermaine Defoe to retire at Tottenham. Now, Jermaine Defoe just is a fan. Like, I love him. He's one of my favourites for many reasons. Defoe and Lennon are so underrated. When they played for us, Lennon. They were great. Like, they were great together. Just a little. I mean, we weren't doing things that we expected to do. Like, we weren't getting like top European football, but we were doing decent. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was, yeah. It was fun. I really love Defoe. I feel like he's gone under the radar of a lot of Spurs, history. And another one. So there's another question.
That's why you're here.
With Martinez and rumours saying Spurs are willing to sell Kane for under 20 and 20 in add-ons. Do you see Kane leaving? I hope he bloody leaves. Let's
not get into this again.
I hope he leaves because I can't. And we're supposed to see him for Martinez. It was only Tottenham can have agreed fee agreed 20 minutes later, deal off. So can I just say we were agreed a high fee for Dybala this same day, like those years before. We agreed high fees for an Argentinian player. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Literally, I was tagged in so many things, and all I said was, this ain't true. I literally said, this ain't true. And then Alistair Gold said, no, it's fine, we're getting him. And then he did his article and he had to add that there's doubt. Like, how can you have a fee agreed and then it get taken away? I mean, I understand they said the same about Lukaku going to Chelsea. They said that, you know, we want to keep him. And then again, Chelsea came back with a higher offer. The minute a team is trying to drive the price up, that's when I know Spurs are done out. We're done. If you don't accept that offer, we ain't putting more.
The Daniel Levy way, innit? It's the Daniel Levy way.
So when people be optimistic, there's no optimism. I know the way we work in it, and it ain't like that. So yeah, Iheanacho, if he 120 and add-ons, I really don't care. You take him, Jan. Have my cereal bottler because I don't want him. I don't want him.
Large up Slens because he says here, have we ever seen a better front three in the same team? So if you're talking, obviously, hypothetically, we're talking Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. So let's say those.
Super chat, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. No, that was after.
Sorry, there was like 3 Spurs questions in a row.
That's cool. I'm gonna get to the super chats as well, people. I know this is mad. The growth of this show and the channel is crazy. So if we miss your questions, we apologize, people. Have we ever seen a better front three in the team? It can be argued, but the problem is that the other top front threes have all delivered. So if you're talking Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, delivered. If you're talking MSN, we delivered. Probably the best front.
Suarez is clear of Mbappe. Suarez is clear of that bloody pace merchant, man.
But is Messi? Is Messi back then better than the Messi now?
But he's saying on paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying on paper. No. But that's my point. Is on paper is the Messi we have now better than that? Is better than MSN Messi? No. But so it hinges on Neymar. Which Neymar? Anyway. Alright, so which Neymar is better? That one or the one now?
It's kind of same play you think now, but that Neymar was sick. Neymar was as good. That's my point. Neymar was as good as Messi at Barca.
That's probably say MSN for now.
That's what I'm saying. And again, it depends on what you, because personally, the best front three I've ever seen was Messi, Ronaldinho, Eto'o. That's the best front three I've ever seen. I prefer that one to MSN. That's
you even bring up BBC as well.
BBC's definitely delivered. As well. And they delivered four Champions Leagues in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, they were ridiculous. So it's a preference
thing. Apparently, Mbappe is not trying to, because apparently someone at Barcelona has left his job because he said that he's not happy because basically Mbappe doesn't want to he refused to sign a new contract. Now Messi's come.
So that man's my guy, you know.
He doesn't want to stay.
I don't think anyone's disputing that.
To accommodate his wages, I think they do have to get rid of someone because of the wage bill, something like that. So apparently he's going to leave, but obviously he wants to go to Real Madrid. So basically by essentially giving Messi away, even though, you know, they had no choice. It's essentially buying Real Madrid a superstar. So they're not happy about them. So I don't know.
Yo, fam, let me put the super chat
Oh,
back
sorry,
up.
I just needed to get that up.
Let me put the super chat back up.
Man said That's brilliant still. That's good.
But yeah, to what you were saying, yeah, because Mbappe ain't finished being, well, he ain't even started being Mbappe yet. But yeah, like, so, but yeah, on paper, is there a better front? I think there's better front fees. I think it's of recent times. That's the thing is with this one.
I think what is making PSG so good right now is the overall squad.
Yeah.
It's the fact that going forward, they've got that, but then at the back, they've got experience.
And they got Donnarumma in goal.
Yeah, they've got
fantastic Marquinhos,
Verratti. A great midfield. They're good everywhere on the pitch. Well, they're great.
Imagine they get Pogba as well.
Well, that's apparently what's going to happen next year. So they're going to have that team for a year, and then if they don't win the Champions League, they'll get Pogba in. So it's like, and even if they do win the Champions League, they'll get Pogba. So yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't think it's just that front three. If you put that front three, you know, in Burnley, I don't think people are saying it's the best ever. Do you know what I mean? So it's just the whole round squad, I think.
Yeah. Large Up Dupe with a super chat. He says, big up, keep up the great work. Question, what would be your combined 11 in the world at the moment? Anytime we try to do these things, it goes into chaos, in it. So that's why we don't.
Just say PSG.
Everyone's different.
Got a few players in.
Like
I'll take that.
It just descends into chaos because even if you start, we all got to agree on the formation. Then we have to agree on the goalkeeper. Who's the best goalkeeper? Go for Europe. Who's the best goalkeeper? Who's the best goalkeeper in Europe?
My goalkeeper scores goals, innit?
Who's the best goal? See what I'm saying? You get dicker question answers like that. Is what I'm talking about.
No, my goalkeeper scores goals as well.
Who's the best goalkeeper in Europe?
Probably Oblak, innit?
Is it Oblak? I'm legit asking. I don't know.
I'd say the top three. It's between Oblak, Donnarumma, and Alisson.
I was gonna say Donnarumma. That would be mine.
Yeah.
See,
I'd probably say Oblak still.
All right, so we'll go.
But again, I'm thinking PSG. Basically, what Jan said, innit? I'm like PSG.
It's just PSG and extras.
I'd go Cancelo.
PSG and extras.
PSG and extras.
Yeah, go on.
See, Dupe, man. This is what you've got.
Comments are saying Oblak. I would say.
All right, we'll go with the comments then. You know what? You're not going to be the majority.
Edison's not the.
I've got a couple Donnarummas in who's on Team Eleanor.
Edison's the best with his feet, but he's not the best goalkeeper in the world.
So we're going Oblak. You know what? To make it like more, so we actually get there. We'll go with the majority in the comments. So we'll go with Oblak. So we actually get there because we've tried this. We never get. We tried this with just the Premier League. Never mind the whole. I said the world. All right, so we'll go Oblak. Who's the right back?
Mendy's good, but
Ryan? Who's right? We're off that. Who's the right back from?
I'd go Cancelo. Personal preference, innit?
See, I don't even know what. No right back sticks out.
Innit? Probably my
so
favorite.
You're saying Cancelo, player. Ellen, what are you telling me?
Right. Really I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it.
If I hear Kyle Walker's name, I'm gonna cry, innit?
See, man, is saying Hakeem. It's a flat back four, not wing back.
Me and Jan can both defend Walker, yeah, together. Right. Still my guy, you know.
Man said Kimmich. Kimmich is a shout.
Yeah, but we're just
actually.
If Kimmich is right back, I'd go Kimmich still. But
if he's a right back, yeah, but I don't even know.
If he's right back, I'd go.
Yeah, that's a shout. That's a shout.
This is why I fuck with Slens, because this is why he's my guy. He says, "Give it Kimmich till the end of the season." Yes, that is a great shout.
If he's right back, go Kimmich. Oh, you don't need to spam comments as well. Someone's spamming.
Yeah, don't let me put it in slow mo, and I will put it in slow mo if you spam.
If you put it in once, then
we gonna see it in the comments.
We can see it. It's just
left back.
I think we're gonna have too many
left back.
Robertson.
No, we'll figure it out.
We'll put him at right.
Did you say Robertson?
Who's better than Robertson at the moment?
Alfonso Davies. Alfonso
Davies.
I
say Robertson over
Alfonso Davies.
I'm going Robertson.
Davies.
This is why
I'm going Robertson. I go Robertson over Alfonso.
Yeah, it's Alfonso Davies.
I like Alfonso, but now Robertson.
Alright, Jan, what you saying? Best left back.
Man. Come on now.
I can't.
Who we got in the comments?
Look alike.
I'm
Mendy's a shout. Mendy's a shout.
Man is saying
still,
Mendy. Man is just trolling.
I'm going Alfonso. I'm going Alfonso.
Man is saying Davies. Man is saying Robertson. Right. Man is saying Robertson.
Where is my Alfonso people?
I like Alfonso Davis.
Robertson or Ferland Mendy. Marcelo for no nostalgia, Rafael.
I'd go Marcelo. Not Marcelo now, but a few years ago I would have definitely gone
Marcelo. For the nostalgia. The capital letter made me look to be
Marcelo's one of my favorites.
I'm VO in this. Yeah, we saying Alfonso Davies in it because I'm
fine in it. Do what you
want. I'm with you.
Do what you want.
Yeah, let's go. All right, what we saying?
You know what's a player that probably
Van Dijk's in.
Maybe not in it. Maybe not in it all the time. But this player plays everywhere. But Alaba, right, is just he's so versatile. Like, I don't even know what position he plays right now. But he is a lot, I think. Well, he plays about 5 different positions. So I don't even know what.
Yeah, Alaba's quality.
But I love Alaba.
All right, saying about what we're saying. I do agree with you. Van Dijk does get in. Who's
obviously Van Dijk
and who?
Who are what other options? What we saying?
I don't know, man.
Man said Diaz. Man said Thiago.
I wouldn't say Diaz.
Man say Marquinhos.
Don't hate.
No, I'm not. I say Diaz.
I rate Marquinhos highly.
I say I'd go Marquinhos over Diaz. Even Chiellini.
I'm not disputing that. I won't fight it. Like I'm just going by what I know better. All
right, comments over to you. Who we saying? We've got Van Dijk, Ramos, Marquinhos, Chiellini. We'll go with them. Diaz. That's the 5 to choose from.
Diaz.
They're the 5. They're the 5 comments. They're the 5 to choose from. We've got Van Dijk, we've got Thiago Silva, Marquinhos.
I'd go Van Dijk, Marquinhos personally.
I'm a big fan of Marquinhos.
I love Marquinhos.
I will go Marquinhos.
Even Ramos.
Yeah, but what? Like, no, innit? Respect Varane, man. Like,
yeah, these men are always trying to hate. You know what I'm saying? Always gonna hate. All right, so we'll go Van Dijk. This is going smoother than I thought, but it's gonna be
Marquinhos. Yeah,
right.
Because we're not arguing it yet. Let's get to the forwards.
Right. Do you think Diaz is world class yet? By the way,
are we playing 4-3-3? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
All right, we'll just decide.
Yeah.
All right, who's the 1-6?
Fabinho.
It depends. Me, I agree with you.
Because Kante is like. Kante's not a 6, innit? He's a.
So you could put Kante in there if you wanted to.
But then I feel bad not putting Kante in at the same time. But if you're going, it depends what 6 you're going for.
Kante's not getting in over an attacking. If we're going attacking, that's
man.
Casemiro's a shout, you know. Guys, we put Kimmich. We've already put Kimmich in. We didn't put him in.
Kimmich is playing right back.
Put him right back till the end of the season, as Slim said. Look at the comments, guys.
Man said, "Give it Kimmich to the end of the season." That's good.
That's what I tell him on the sidelines till the end of the season.
That's good. But I'm saying, you know what? We've been VO'd by the chat. They're saying Casemiro. All right, so we'll say Casemiro's
better than Casemiro, though. You know.
But hey, the chat's VO'd us. I agree with you. I think it's close, but I agree with you. But the chat's gone with Kimmich. I mean,
Fabinho.
I
like Casemiro.
They've gone Casemiro, so we have to go Casemiro.
Fabinho's a shout, though, man.
I prefer Fabinho
over Casemiro, though.
I am with you, Ryan. Surprisingly, we actually agree on this.
Yeah.
But the chat has said, nah, you man are trying to shit.
At the time when you said, why are you sinking our ship? I'm with you.
Sinking our ship. I was with him and this guy putting holes in the boat, you know. I'm trying to save him on his Kane shit. And this guy talking absolute was about Kane having a good Euros. And I'm like, I'm trying to help our argument. And you are here sinking holes in the ship. I'm trying to steer the ship. You know what I'm saying? And you're drilling holes in the back of the ship. You know what I'm saying? We're going down. You know what I'm saying? We got no lifeboats on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you're just there sinking drills into it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, bro.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, all right, here's where it gets problematic. The 2 8s. Oh, this is gonna be fucking
Pogba.
good.
Go Pogba. Ooh, who else? Verratti? I don't know still.
Who's the 2 8s?
Pogba's one.
I would put Pogba in as an 8, but I know I'm hella biased.
Pogba's one.
Who's the other 8?
Oh, I don't know still.
Well, we put in Pogba.
Well, everyone's saying De Bruyne.
Not everyone. Do we have
to? Has to get in there. I'm not saying anything. I'm not.
Who's going to be better? Who's going to be better than De Bruyne there?
I'm sorry. This is he gets in before Pogba. I'm not saying Pogba don't get in.
Nah, you don't get in before Pogba.
I'm not saying Pogba don't get in, but De Bruyne's name comes.
Man is saying De Bruyne and Cruz. Well, Statman just said De Bruyne and Cruz, and Statman
is very level-headed when it comes to this. Innit?
It's De Bruyne. People saying De Bruyne and Pogba, which is what I would.
I don't want De Bruyne in.
I'll go with those two. I'll take the hit. I'll go with those.
De Bruyne has to get in. De Bruyne is
high tech. The reason why we're talking about this because this is just sheer talent. We're just talking talent. Just
so who are we putting in?
Sheer talent.
Because I would say KDB.
Yeah, but that's who the two we're going with, Pogba and De Bruyne.
I'll let the KDB fanboys have their moment in it. Go on.
This is where it gets interesting. We'll go right wing first, then Right wing.
Messi.
Was Messi getting right wing?
Definitely Messi still.
Yeah, Messi still up.
I don't care where he plays.
You're thinking of that Egyptian fraud at Michael? No.
Salah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. No.
The disgust. The genuine disgust.
The fact that people are thinking about it now, Messi right wing, man. And I'd put even Sancho and
Okay, who's left wing?
Mahrez before him.
Who's left?
Neymar.
I was going to say it.
Is it Neymar?
Yeah. Who else is it going to be, man?
I'm trying to just think of more left wingers.
Mane? No.
I'm trying to think, yo.
No, it's Neymar, man. You have to be honest.
My Korean king in Son, man.
Nah, Neymar, man. Defo Neymar.
Alan tried the thing. I rate it.
I had to try it. I had to try it.
I respect it.
You got Pogba, man. Come on.
Yeah, I did. Who goes left wing?
Neymar. It's obvious.
All right, who's the 9?
Are we not Neymar friends?
Kane.
Let's go Neymar. It's not Kane. It's Lewandowski.
Kane.
It's Lewandowski,
man.
Chat, who's the 9? Chat, who's the 9?
Trump card is Kane.
It's 9. Nah, I'm
honestly,
asking the comments.
You asked me this 3 months ago. I tell you it's Kane. I'll sit here and argue every point.
It's Kane.
Lewandowski was always better. What are you on about?
Nah, it's Kane, man. It's Kane.
That's true. That
everyone say Lewandowski.
Dan James. Someone said in the comments.
Oh, come on. I let them all have their KDB moments, man. Like, come on, Kane, man. Yeah, see, my guy Hannah, I don't know who this guy is, but my guy Hannah.
Ruining football, and then they're not putting any more players.
Should we just twist it up and put CR7 in the striker? Just fuck everyone over. Give it to CR7 for the end of the season as well, yeah?
Nah, it's Kane, man. I'd go Kane.
It's Lewandowski.
No, Lewandowski is the best, man.
Guess I'm ruled
you
out. You
realise that you have this mad team. You're going to create bear for him, and then he's going to miss.
No, he won't. He'll be creating as well. He'll be creating and scoring.
He doesn't need to create. De Bruyne's there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his dream guy to play with. Why is he... Anyway. Yeah, and you take it.
Yeah, Kane will be getting ammunition, but as an added bonus, he's got the passing range of a midfielder.
I understand that. I watched it. Now he's
what the striker
club, I don't need to hear it. Nah, it's Lewandowski though. Man.
But nah, you guys need to put respect on Kane, man.
I've respected him for 10 years. I don't need to respect him anymore. He don't respect me. I don't need to respect him.
He compared him to Lukaku a few weeks ago. You know how offensive that is.
Why'd you hold their eyes?
Imagine comparing that bum Lukaku to Kane.
Have you not seen what Chelsea fans have been saying all day? He's better than Lukaku's better than Kane. So.
Well, they're all chatting shit then because you can't chat to Kane in any way, shape, or form.
You can't chat.
This guy's going on a rant about Kane, and I'm just sitting there saying like,
Lukaku can't even lace Harry Kane.
Lukaku can't chat to Kane.
Boots when he was 12 years old.
Man. Oh, I know who the best striker. I agree with you on that. Like Kane is a better striker than Lukaku. Like that's not even.
Kane's clear of Lukaku in every way.
That's not even a dispute. That's not even a dispute to me.
Yeah.
It's just that Kane's probably enemy number one.
This is just Chelsea fans. They're just gassed, innit? They're just gassed. Let them be gassed. Let them have.
I don't get how you can say Lukaku's better than Kane, man. I don't get it, man.
I never said that.
I don't get how you can even compare them.
You know what it is? It's because that's the guy they're getting. Once you're getting it, everyone thinks. What did Wenger say? Everyone thinks they got the prettiest wife at home, innit? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it was Wenger who said that. Arsenal fans, someone in the comments let me know. But I think Wenger said that. I can't remember the context.
Wenger would say, to be fair.
I can't remember the context of why he said it, but it makes sense. It's the same shit.
You know what,
I just think Chelsea fans are going to get a harsh lesson about Lukaku, sometime.
No, only if he's used incorrectly. If he's used correctly, which I believe Tuchel is smart enough to do, that'll be fine. Yeah, Tuchel's smart enough.
On his own.
That's it. If you play him
if he does get put up front by his own, then they're going to learn some harsh truths about him still.
100%.
Everyone's going to learn some hard truths about Kane that we've known for 10 years. But
trust me, I'll be doing. Terrible. People are getting...
Don't worry, no. It's
still,
you
guys
still
disrespect
fine.
Kane, man.
Because he will get his hat tricks against West Brom.
Hey,
against these teams.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Right. YG, we're gonna. You know what, YG? You keep asking that question. As soon as Jan's done with this, talking to Jay, large up Jay, we're gonna get to your question. Large up Jay.
Oh, we love Jay.
Yeah, right. You know what it is with Ryan, Jay. He's just he has a high level of what's he called?
But he is
level of players.
when it comes to De Bruyne, man.
To an extent,
yes. You know what
it is? That's just the crazy.
I just think De Bruyne is overrated. He's quality, but he's overrated.
But that doesn't mean I get what Ryan's saying, because when you see, depends on who you follow and who you talk to. You see some there's players who I rate, who I believe are overrated. Players I rate highly.
Saying a player is overrated doesn't mean you don't rate them.
I actually rate Lukaku.
Yeah, but the thing is,
you can say that,
but we're talking about a World 11 right now, and you're arguing that De Bruyne shouldn't be in the team. But you're all for putting Pogba in when the comments were saying...
Because in my opinion, Pogba's a better player than him.
Pogba. Yeah, but a lot of people were saying Pogba, but everyone said De Bruyne, pretty much.
I think pretty much everyone said Pogba.
But De Bruyne is... No, I was seeing De Bruyne and other people. The thing is, right, that is not... This is what I'm saying. If you want to say he's overrated, fair enough, but then you're underrating him by not putting him in a World 11. Because if you
I'm not even going to do the KDB Pogba debate, but I can have the KDB Pogba debate, to be fair.
Yeah, hey, when
do everything De Bruyne can do and more.
I just want to say when Harry Kane was asked on a golf,
and if somebody was in charge of the World 11, De Bruyne is getting in that team sheet. I'm not saying Pogba don't get in. I put Pogba in, but what I'm saying is De Bruyne.
Yeah, but for me, KDB doesn't get in before Pogba, because I think Pogba's better than him.
Well, he would,
that's like semantics, but that's all preference.
If you're looking at if you're looking at a team that you want to win a game, and you're looking at who are the best who are performing the best in the world at the moment, De Bruyne's on your list.
Yeah, I'm not saying De Bruyne isn't.
But what I'm saying, when you're arguing, if De Bruyne, he gets in that team. There's no.
Yeah, I'm not denying he doesn't.
I don't mind having an argument about Ruben Diaz. I don't mind having an argument about that. But I'm not having an argument about whether De Bruyne gets in.
Yeah. When I think about it, De Bruyne does deserve to be in that team, fair enough, but it doesn't stop me thinking he's overrated.
I get your point to what you're saying. When Ryan says that, I get what it is, because when Ryan he just puts it in a dickhead way because he's always trolling. But when he's talking about the whole being put in conversations, he shouldn't be. I get what he's saying. De Bruyne is not even top 2 midfielders. To me, De Bruyne is not even. De Bruyne is not even.
That he should be.
When I say conversations, he shouldn't be. To me, like, that's my prime example. He doesn't get in City's best at Premier League 11 of all time.
He doesn't.
To me, he doesn't know.
Fernandinho, Yaya,
and I don't even think that's a debate. I don't think he's top 2 for Manchester City in central midfield in the Premier League era. I don't think he's better than Silva, and he's not better than Yaya Toure.
And then you're going to put Fernandinho CDM anyway, so he doesn't get in that.
That's a shot at De Bruyne, because there isn't many players that are better than those two.
But that's what I'm saying. If we're talking all-time Premier League 11, I don't mind if he's not in that squad, because when I've done it myself, I have put him in. I've put Yaya in.
I think that's what Ryan's getting at.
So
he's spoken about,
because
that's what it is. He spoke to me
conversations and comparing to players that he shouldn't be compared to. People already comparing him to like some Modric, Xavi, Iniesta, all these GOAT midfielders, and they're already putting him in that conversation. Like, that's for me when he's getting.
You know what it is, Ryan? You suffer from what Talk suffers from. Your delivery's trash. That's what it is.
Yeah,
so it just makes it worse because you're always trolling in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
But what you're saying, and I say that all the time
about
you. Yeah, I say it all the time. Like 90% of the time, whether I agree or disagree with you, I understand where you're coming from. So 10% of the time, actually, that's too much. 5% of the time, I have no idea where you've got what you got.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Like 95% of the time, I'm with you. Like your whole Salah situation, I tell people all the time, I get where he's coming from. Even though I disagree, I understand. But then there's the 5% of the time when I'm like, yo, fam,
give me an example of the 5%.
Like the Diaz situation, like Diaz, your disrespect for Diaz.
All right, what do I say about Diaz? That's disrespectful.
You just don't.
Sterling. No, you know what? I'll admit about Sterling. The Sterling one was a bit of an agenda. I can't lie, but like, I'm over
and then
Sterling was in his best player.
And you know what's crazy? The Harry Kane situation, and that's someone I rate very highly.
What's wrong with my Harry Kane thing? I don't think it's bizarre saying he's the best striker in the world.
Not bizarre, no, that's not too far. It's the fact that when the conversation comes up, you act like he's clear of those around him. I don't think he's the best striker. I think he's the best striker in the league.
Clear. I just think he is the best in the world. Yeah, I'm not saying he's clear of Lewandowski.
But the fact that you think he's better than Lewandowski is a bit wild to me.
That's just a personal preference.
Yeah, but that's just wild to me because I don't see how you get there. I think only Spurs fans before
why I think Kane's better than him?
I don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think for me, Kane, for me, Kane's passing is what sets him apart from other strikers for me.
Yeah, but Lewandowski outside of that has everything else.
Yeah, Lewandowski's got great link play, but Kane's making 50-yard passes across the pitch.
Yeah, it's great that you can do all that, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it when I need you to. So.
Because I don't even think he's not better than Benzema. Because we're talking passing, even though Benzema don't have his passing range, he has his movement and his link-up play is second to none.
Yeah,
Benzema's link-up play is like a 10. He's like a 10. Yeah, Kane is third.
I would put Lewandowski top, Benzema second, and then Kane third. If Kane goes to Man City, scores a ridiculous start, his goals go up rapidly and he starts winning. And I mean, like going into a Champions League final and scoring the winner. If he starts doing that, then we can talk about where he is in the list. But right now, he's third. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same with Haaland. Like Haaland on lists of strikers, Haaland ain't at the top, but he might finish his career there.
People acting like he's at the top.
For how young he is.
Yeah, because it's a recency bias, isn't it?
He can climb up that.
You can't compare Haaland and Kane.
People are already acting like he's like putting him in like, oh, is this the new Messi Ronaldo debate with Mbappe? Like, shut
Will you get that though simply because people want the next best thing and
Can we?
You're not gonna get Ronaldo. Messi. Go on, Ellen.
Jay, yes, I do, and I did love him 2 weeks ago, and I don't need to love him anymore. The love is gone. It's like when you break up with someone, right? And it takes you that little bit of time to get over them, innit? And it's like I still love him, and then one thing happens, and you get that closure, and you just move on. Like, him not turning to training, it was like, you know what? It's time to let go. It's time to move. It's
time to go.
So that was it. I did the closure. The bond is gone. There's no love there anymore. I loved you, but do not love you. Difference. You just need that time to move on. And it's literally, that's what happened. So yeah, that little bit of closure, I was forgiving everything. And then it was like, you know what? Nah, I'm done now. We could do better without you.
That's fair enough. And I just wanted to get to this to YG because he has been asking. So he says, question to the panel: who will wear the number 10 for Barcelona, since it's a rule in the league that numbers have to be 1 to 25, have to be worn by a player?
I can see if Aguero just go to Barca, I think it'll be.
Yeah, they might give him the 10.
Yeah, they probably will.
That's a sacred number.
They can't retire it. That's sad.
Because isn't Pedri their superstar that they're playing like a million?
Yeah,
games?
I'm not sure what number he is though.
So maybe he'll get the number 10 because he's like.
I don't know.
Maybe Griezmann.
They might give it him. It's a big responsibility for his age though. So maybe they give it Aguero, and Aguero leaves. They give it to him. Because
I can see Aguero having a bit of a stop-start season just because I think Barcelona will manage. If Aguero does go to Barca, they'll manage his games, innit? Like they'll probably like. Because he's so injury prone now, they'll like they might say him like an El Clasico or something like that. That they'll manage his games this season because like his injury record.
This is a good question. Now. Who you guys taking at your club, Mbappe or Haaland? That's a good question.
Oh, that's a tough.
Mbappe. So I'm saying
it's
Mbappe.
It's a tough one because
I want Mbappe, my gun man, innit? I love him.
Yeah, like
like
Kylian.
I watch him more now.
I'm not really a massive fan.
I think Pep would take Mbappe because he's so versatile.
I think he'd take Mbappe, yeah. But
well, that's this done, innit? My favorite Ryan on the stream. Yes, Young King. What are you telling me, family?
Ryan.
What are you telling me, man? You good? What's going on, fam? You blessed?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Yeah, man. We blessed. What was I gonna say?
Ryan got demoted.
that was Jan who did that as well. Who you taking, fam? You got a choice between the two. Actually, I know it's a Chelsea fan you're gonna take, but I'm still gonna ask you regardless. Haaland or Mbappe? Because someone asked before you to this. Who you taking?
I can't wait for Haaland to knock you out the Champions League. I can't wait. It's gonna be.
Dortmund are gonna draw Liverpool, 100%.
I can't wait to fight you still.
Nah, he keeps going. Oh, he can knock us out. So the day that I can't wait to have that on repeat. You know what? If that happens, you're getting clipped on repeat. Haaland's gonna knock us out on every stream for the rest of the year. So you better hope that you never draw.
Let him answer. Let Ryan answer. Let him answer the question.
Sorry, Ryan. Sorry, bro.
Let him answer the question, man.
As a striker, Haaland's definitely better.
But just who would you take? So say you need for both positions. So say you need a left winger, you need a 9. So you need a left winger and you need a 9 in your team, and you can only get one of those two for whatever reason. Say it's a budget thing. Who you picking?
They don't know about budget at
Overall,
Chelsea. It's a new word for them.
Yeah. Hypothetical. Come on, man. Don't. Hey, are you doing it right and just sinking the ship, Eleanor? You know what I'm saying? I'm here trying to steer. You just sinking the ship.
I hang around with him too much.
Yeah,
I talk to him too much.
You're roast at home from.
I do actually. You know what I'm saying? I get some more.
Oh, do you? Basmati?
Yeah. Is it Basmati? I think it might be still. It might be Basmati. Basmati slap. But yeah, Ryan, that's you ain't getting out of it, fam. You know what I'm saying? You on the hot seat. Yeah, you on the hot seat, fam.
Man. As a left winger, Mbappe, man. Just because of his pace and the dribbling, bro.
No, fair enough. There ain't no right or wrong answer. Someone asked Notorious FAT said flawless. Why do you think Lukaku isn't world class? I agree with you, by the way. I'm just curious to see as to why. Because here's the thing: if this was the 90s or the early 2000s, and you're playing 2 strikers, he would be in that bracket because when you were playing 2 9s, they don't have to do everything. Because of the way football's changed, your 9 has to do much more than just score goals. All of the other top, we mentioned Kane, we mentioned Lewandowski, we mentioned Benzema. Yeah. Not only do all of these players score goals, they do that, but then they have so much more to their games. Like I said, take away Lukaku's goals in terms of he has no world-class attribute.
Playing with 10 men when world-class.
That doesn't mean to say he can't be successful. I say this all the time. If Chelsea play him in a 2, which I believe Tuchel is smart enough, they can definitely win the league. They can definitely retain the Champions League. They can therefore compete and have success at the highest level with him. What I'm saying is he's not a modern day number 9 in terms of playing up front by himself. All of the number 9s we've mentioned can all play up front by themselves. I've watched Lukaku play up front by himself, whether that's for Chelsea, whether that's for United, whether that's for even for Belgium in the Euros. The best game he had was when they changed the system. They brought on De Bruyne and they went to, I think they was playing him as split strikers, and he was in the right hand side and he went past somebody and he set up the goal. That's him at his best. Again, split striker playing in a 2. So that's the reason why. That doesn't mean I don't rate him. No, I think he's a very good striker, world class. No, he's nowhere near Lewandowski. He's nowhere near Benzema. Like, to me, they're world class strikers. He's nowhere near
the world class strikers. Off the top of my head, are like Kane, Lewandowski, Benzema, and Suarez. People forget Suarez went and won the league with Atletico. Barca sold him, he went and won the league with them.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
I don't know, though. Lukaku's link-up play has improved, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it's improved from what? Poor to average. So it's still average.
I want to say
it's average. And then when he comes back to the Prem,
I think it'll
be harder for him.
I wanted Haaland more, but I think Lukaku...
Yeah, of course you wanted Haaland more. I know why you wanted Haaland more, because you understand that Haaland has a higher ceiling than Lukaku, and you're a very smart individual.
Haaland's better, technically.
That's 5 strikers better.
You're smart enough. You know Lukaku's deficiencies. You're not an idiot. The reason why Lukaku was second choice, it was because Haaland's the better option.
I feel like his link-up play relies like a lot. Like, even when I saw him at the Euros, like I feel like a lot of his link-up play and a lot of his general play relies on strength in it, which is not a bad thing. But I feel like the reason why I rate Haaland more is just because if you take the strength away from Haaland and you take the pace and power all away from Haaland, I think Haaland's still a good footballer technically. Like, Jan saw it when they played.
Yeah, like, now you're spot on, bro, because it's like, what happened? Yeah, Lukaku relies a lot on his strength, but what's going to happen when he comes up against Van Dijk or someone like who's a tank? Like, he can match his strength at the end of the day.
But the thing is, we've seen what happened, because when they played in the Euros and they played Italy, he did very little. Because Chiellini and Bonucci, even though he's not as strong as them, even though he's stronger than them, he's quicker than them, you can position yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're very smart. Yes, that's what's going to happen. That being said, though, he'll score goals at Chelsea. And like I said, Tuchel's smart enough. To me, he seems like a very clever manager to go in and get the best out of him. He's not going to play him up top by himself. He's going to play him in the 2.
I don't know, though, because I think, like, what's it called?
Go on.
I just think, like, the way Lukaku is not he's not like Lautaro. Like, he's not a small technical guy, innit? He's just a big bully that wants to score goals. He wants to be, like, facing the goal instead of, putting his back to goal. So I feel like at Chelsea, that's exactly what he's going to need to do. We just need a clinical finisher. And I think, especially, like, I don't think we're going to be pumping balls into him, like, 24/7, because I think our centre-backs, our midfielders, our wing backs are all comfortable enough on the ball to get out of the press. So I think Lukaku, I think he'll do very well at Chelsea just because I think his main job is going to be to score. Like, yes, he's going to need to bring players into play and stuff, but it's not going to be as reliant, you know what I mean, when you got Mount and Havertz and Ziyech, and all these technical small players that are good at creating but haven't got that final cut edge finishing. That's why I think even if you don't rate Lukaku, I think he'll still do very, very well.
I think he will at you lot. I've said this. I agree. Like, I think you lot will still compete at the highest level. Like, if he comes in and Chelsea win the Premier League, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, as you said, though, that would justify the money as well. Because it doesn't matter what you paid for him. Your next step now is to win the Prem. You've just won the Champions League. If you buy someone for excess of, how much you buying him for? 100 mil? What is it? How much are you paying for Lukaku?
Around 95 million.
So basically, you're paying like 100 mil.
7.5 mil, I heard.
If you win the Premier League, that's worth it. Doesn't matter what you paid. At the end of the day, he's won you the Premier League. So, I just think that it's with Lukaku and the team you have around him. I think Chelsea should be competing. Personally, he should be competing and like going to win it. I understand City are City, and it's going to be hard, but Chelsea have to be up there. Otherwise, that is.
I think if City don't get a striker, then I think, like I've been saying,
you lot can win it. Yeah,
I think the title.
I mean, don't worry, they're getting Kane, so don't put that energy out there. They're taking him. Don't put that.
Sure if they get Kane, it's all over.
Come on, enough positive energy, guys. Jan's gonna have my striker. Positive energy. Think positively.
I don't know. You
know what they said? Manifest it. I manifest him in that light blue shirt, like the colour of the bottom of the swimming pool. That's what I manifest him in.
Eleanor.
I can't even not want Kane at this
That's
point.
what he's got to be.
Eleanor.
You know what? I can't even not want Kane because 1, we need Kane, and 2, there's no other option anyway.
No, yeah, there isn't.
Yeah, because I saw you guys yesterday.
You need a striker, and get him. And give us Laporte.
You need a striker after yesterday. Man, just saw Bernardo Silva put in a cross second half. No one was even in the box and put it in.
Oh yeah,
I'll take Bernardo. Listen. You want to give me Bernardo? I take Bernardo. Right? You give me 100 million Bernardo. I take Bernardo.
Give her one of everything. One of everything.
Eleanor, can I ask a question?
Give me Laporte. Give me Bernardo. Give me 80 million and Laporte and Bernardo. And you can take him.
No,
you have to give me 80 million if you took that. What the hell? Harry Kane.
Basically, just give me your team and you can take Kane. It's cool.
Eleanor, can I ask you a question? So if Kane goes Man City, let's say the next time he plays Spurs, what reception does he get from the Spurs fans?
Silence. Don't boo him, but don't clap him. Silence. Straight up, hear a pin drop.
What do you think will happen, though? Do you think that will happen?
He'll get booed.
I don't know if he'll get booed, you know. Spurs fans are lapping up that bullshit statement he made.
All right, let's get into that. You know what I'm saying? Wait, did we ask you about this?
No, you didn't. You didn't. I didn't know if we were getting onto that.
No, Eleanor, this is the place for it. Yeah, all right, let's hear. I want to hear your thoughts on this. I can't believe it took me an hour and 30 to to ask you about this because I
was keeping it in my head, but I didn't want to.
Let's get. You should have opened the show with that. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Give us your thoughts on that. Let's go. I want to hear this.
You can't backtrack now. At the end of the day, the club expected you back on a certain day. You decided to stay on holiday. That's on you. If you decide to go to Florida, you come back you quarantine before you are supposed to be back. So what you did was literally you didn't do that. You didn't come back. You are now trying to say, oh, it's not like that. It's been blown out of proportion. If the club knew that there was something going on, like, you got COVID or whatever, they would just stop speculation instantly. The club didn't want to sell Kane. They didn't want the fans to turn on Kane because they've been trying to keep him this whole time. So the club would have said, listen, it's not like that. This is what's happened. Ignore the tabloids, right? That's what would have come out like from Alistair Gold or someone credible at Tottenham. But no, everyone was like, Kane's supposed to be here and he's not here. So for 3 days, we were hearing Kane's supposed to be back and he's not back. And then his camp realised they saw the reaction from the Spurs fans. They also saw City saying they're not paying this much. And then the Messi thing happened. And, it was all like, I might have to actually stay at Tottenham. So then they were like, right, quick, put out a statement and let's get you back in training, and everything will be fine. Well, a lot of fans have lapped up that statement, but from what I read is, listen, I didn't come in it. I didn't come. I wanted to lower my fee, but it's not really working out. So can I come back? Can you love me again? That's the way I see it.
Surely
Paul, from his camp, it was terrible. From his camp, like the way you gone about it. Right, the bottler even bottled a strike of training.
Oh,
like, come on! How can you even do? How can you even do that? Like, if you're gonna go on strike, at least go on strike properly. Like, I'm sorry.
You guys don't know. Yeah, you don't know what you're losing if you lose Kane. Man.
No, trust me, Ryan. I know what I'm
strike,
losing.
Man could even bottle.
Tottenham win the trophy next year, though.
Oh, do you know what? My biggest, and this is even like
forgiven.
This isn't even shameless to Jan in it. Like, Jan, I know you've got a sick team, but for one season, can you just not win something and let us win something just so we could all laugh at Kane collectively? Because that would be brilliant.
The amount of people that would have to apologize to me if that happened would be unreal. Ryan,
honestly, let's do it. Come on.
No, I want to win. We need to win the Carabao Cup again because that's our cup, innit? Can't be
Listen, just give us that cup. It's not affecting you, innit?
We're holding the Carabao Cup. That's our trophy. And the Premier League. I'll take the double again. Champions League.
If people are calling me shameless, allow me to be shameless because I'm sorry.
This is Sarcasm City TV, people.
It's Sarcasm City TV.
This is the definition of shameless.
Yeah, look at the prick in the bottom right-hand corner. Of course, yeah, I'm saying.
Honestly,
shamelessness. You know what I'm saying?
No, let Kane lift that Carabao Cup, man. He's starving, bro.
Nah, to be honest,
no. Let Son lift that. Let Hugo Lloris lift that Carabao Cup because he is starving, bro. People forget about Hugo Lloris.
Nah, he's a World Cup winner, though. Yeah,
he's still has a 1-0 for Tottenham. He's 1-0 in cup football.
Nah, respect Lloris, man. Respect Lloris.
A World Cup is a nice backing.
Someone like Dembele and Vertonghen 1-0, yet I'm crying about Kane. I'll get over.
Can I just say something about
go on.
My Kane agenda? Yeah.
Go on.
What?
Big smile on her face. Go on.
It's not even an agenda because, like, an agenda is kind of like there's no truth in it, and I'm just chatting shit. Like, what I'm saying is
you
true.
are chatting shit.
I have never doubted that Harry Kane is
comments
not.
busting me up, yo.
I've never doubted.
Only lifts trophies in the summer. Crap me up.
Slens is hilarious.
Slens, man.
Sorry, that's hit me. That Slens is hilarious. Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Slens, honestly, you should be on because the comments have been great. They've been top tier comments, I have to say. That's almost better than Grealish being the Love Island Lanzini. That
Love Island Lanzini. Oh my!
That comment, I'm using it.
Oh, no,
I love
Island. I'm not even.
I have nightmares of Lanzini, and it made me laugh because of that goal. So...
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, when he scored that banger.
That one that he skewed into the top corner.
Hey, that's a banger.
Can we stop, guys? Everyone, I feel like I want to do serious. Everyone loves at my expense.
He skewed that shot so much. Though.
But go on, Jan. Get your Kane agenda off your chest.
I was just gonna say, I've never doubted how. Like, a lot of people say you think Kane's shit. I don't think Kane's shit. The thing is, if I thought he was shit, no, because if I thought he was shit, I'd be saying
you compared Lukaku to him.
You disrespect Kane.
You compared Lukaku to him, so
because what you're saying is you're saying Kane is the best striker in the world, right? Then you're saying that his Euros appearance was acceptable. The best striker in the world. That is a shocking tournament for the best striker in the world.
No, I wouldn't hold him up here.
You need to hold his performance.
That's agenda. That's agenda.
No, it's not agenda. That's your agenda.
Right.
That you
what she's saying is small.
It's not a shocking tournament. Maybe say underwhelming, but not a shocking one.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I rate Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane is the best striker in the league. I've said that, right? He is the best striker. Is he the best striker in the world? No, because I think Lewandowski is better than Kane. That being said, and you can argue Benzema. I don't even mind if you want to that one, but
fair enough.
Lewandowski for me, number one, right? But the thing is, when a player is one of the best in the world, I'm expecting their performances to be one of the best in the world. And I don't think in the key games, I think we've seen more of them performances from Son than we've seen from Kane. So to me, I'm not doubting how good he is. I'm saying that my standards for Kane are higher than my standards for other strikers. I'm not having them standards for Gabby because he's not one of the best. He's not the best striker in the league. So my standards for him, if he doesn't turn up,
but
in a
point though.
Semi-final,
he didn't have Euros.
He didn't have a good Euros though. He didn't have the best striker in the world Euros. No, but you're getting getting off the point. No, but he didn't have a good one. He didn't have a good one. Did it? Wait, hold up, yes, he didn't have a good Euro.
In the world. Shouldn't we be sitting here saying at least he played well? At least he had a good Euros. This is the point.
He didn't.
I feel people get clouded with winning the Euros and saying that he can have a good tournament himself.
Yeah. Because Sterling had a great tournament and they didn't win.
Sterling had a great tournament.
Yeah, he did.
Kane didn't match that, and Kane's supposed to be the best in the world. You got to remember, if you're putting yourself in that bracket, you have to live up to it.
Yeah.
And you're not near.
People forget Kane showed up in the knockouts.
But people say average because he wasn't shocking. It means he was okay.
Just because you score a late goal against Germany doesn't mean you show up.
Yeah,
my definition of showing up against
Germany. Probably was man of the match.
So okay, wait. Let's go back to the Germany game. Wait. 1 sec. Minus the goal, what else did he do against Germany?
Yeah.
See, Silas, he did nothing.
Saying.
No.
He did nothing.
If that game was 0-0,
nothing.
If that game was 0-0,
he didn't have a good Euro.
If that game was 0-0,
well, so you're seeing a goal that made it 2-0 wasn't important. How do we know Germany wouldn't have equalised in the last 10 minutes?
No, what I'm saying is if that game is 0-0,
yeah, she's got a point.
That clutch goal in the dying seconds. I don't know what. There's no evidence that he's done that. And the thing is for me is if I thought that Harry Kane was shit, then I'd be like, that's what I expect from Harry Kane.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny, he's living up to your name.
I don't rate him. My standards for Kane are higher. When he comes to Man City, I'm not accepting him winning the Carabao Cup as a good season because a good season for Man City is not one trophy. A good season for Man City.
But you're saying
and a trophy.
He'll be delighted, by the way.
You're talking about the Germany game. But you guys are talking about the Germany game, right? Yeah, because he scored. Yeah, I admit he weren't good in that. But then and by the way, Sterling was the best player for England at the Euros. I'm not denying that. But Sterling in the group, he scored the winning goal like against Croatia, for example. But he did nothing in that game. So keep the same energy for him then, instead of saying, Kane was shit against Germany.
He was the only threat. No. In the group stages, he was the only threat. He was the only threat. He was the bright spot. I never said he was great. No. Don't mistake what I'm saying. I never said he was great. What I said was he was the only. Not every single game, but during the group stages, not only was during the group stages, not only was he the only guy scoring goals, he was the only threat. Kane was anonymous for large parts of that tournament. He was anonymous. Against Ukraine, that was
no. Kane was anonymous in those
games. I admit that. I admit Kane was okay performance. People excuse the fact that he wasn't crap to being but he was okay. But okay is not what you expect from Kane. You expect better than okay.
Flawless, you'll remember this. Flawless, you'll remember. Do you remember that Croatia game? Do you remember? Okay, Sterling scored the winning goal. Fair enough. Do you remember how many times we were saying take Sterling off in that game?
Yeah, because Sterling wasn't good in that game.
We were saying it all the time.
We were the Grealish, but he wasn't good. But that's the one.
Because Sterling was awful
the only game
in that game.
That was the only game, and Kane was worse.
Kane was worse.
That's my point.
Both were crap.
He was worse.
And
my point
is, not a game where he was better than Sterling.
But I'm lost as to what you're doing because the thing is, Sterling
he was better against Ukraine.
Sterling not only was scoring goals,
so one game out. How many games did they play? And Sterling was better.
I said Sterling was better than him at the Euros. I've said it.
He had one good game. He had one good game in the Euros. That's a poor Euros. He had one good game, which was Ukraine.
But against Denmark, he played well against Denmark. Still, he was involved in both goals. Remember, it was his pass for the
Can I just say in the comments, when people are saying we're disrespecting, how is saying that he's the best striker in the league disrespectful? If we were saying he's shit, that's disrespectful. We're saying he's the best, and we hold him to a higher standard. You have all seen when De Bruyne has a bad game, he gets absolutely slated. Why?
That's right, because of the high level.
Him to have a bad game. So when he does have a bad game, everyone comes for him. If no one came for De Bruyne after a bad game, I'd be thinking, shit, he can't be that good. Because I'm expecting to see a meltdown of all overreaction crap. That's why when Grealish came on, people talking about Grealish. When Grealish came on for Man City the other day, people are expecting him to do something. So when he doesn't, people are saying Grealish is shit. Is he worth 100 mil? They wouldn't say that if Gabby.
By the way,
came
this comment's wrong as well.
Let me get to this before you get to this. Yo, hold up before you get there. Yo, Ryan S, I know you got a dip. Yo, let them know where they can find you. All that good stuff. Bless for jumping on in it. You on mute, fam? Can't hear you, fam. You on mute.
The last thing I want to say is Kane, bro. How do you miss 2 days of training and just write a whole letter to try to make us
3
forget
days?
Three days, and he wrote a PR letter to try to make us forget, man. That killed me. So.
I don't forget. Trust me, I'll hold him accountable. Don't you?
And anyways, guys, love for having me on Flawless. Subscribe to Sarcasm.
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up my favorite Ryan.
Big up my favorite Ryan.
Hey.
Don't hate because it's not you. The pure jealousy over there. Fucking hell.
I'm not jealous.
Ryan. You might be Flawless's favorite Ryan. Who knows?
I'm not.
Yeah, even top 3. You know what I'm saying? I only know 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. You know what I'm saying? Like...
No, I'll just ignore your slander there, and I'll just get to this comment. Lukaku is the furthest thing from a big game player. Lukaku is known for having a shit record against the top 6 and in big games. Kane's better than Lukaku in big games still. Lukaku's terrible in big games.
Tell me when.
Okay, whenever I've seen Kane play at Anfield, he does a hell of a lot more than what Lukaku does.
He's definitely
better. Saying they probably both shoot each other in
big games. It's a one-off game. I'd rather Lukaku is known for bottling big games. He bottled the Italy quarter-final, missed an open goal from 2 yards. Like, he's known for bottling big games.
Have you seen what Kane's missed from 2 yards in semi-finals?
Yeah. I'd have seen over Lukaku in a big game any day of the week.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Lukaku's better. I'm just saying the big game argument is a bit weak, isn't it?
Lukaku's
because Kane don't have many big games that he's turned up in.
Lukaku's the furthest thing from a big game player I've ever seen.
So is Kane.
Yeah, they both have arguments for not being in that category. In it, one thing I will say about Kane is, as a Spurs fan, he does turn up against Arsenal. That is because if he had a terrible record against Arsenal, that would be one of the things that would get used against him straight away. If he had a bad record against Arsenal, and I have to give him credit for that.
Mind you, everyone turns up against Arsenal.
Yeah, no, I won't say hold my beer in it. Nope. I mean, we don't.
You know we haven't beat our team.
Neither did Chelsea.
Okay,
Chelsea don't turn up against Arsenal. I don't understand that.
Neither did Chelsea. They've beaten
so
3 times
annoying.
in a row. 3 times in a row.
You lot don't turn up against Arsenal.
We don't turn up against Arsenal. We haven't beat them in
ages.
I think it's been like 2-3 years.
Do you know how annoying it is though? Because I'm sitting there like I'm putting bets on. I'm sitting there bantering my friends, my Arsenal fan friends, and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna lose then." And I come back and they're like, "Take your time with it," and I'm like, "What's going on?"
That was a pretty rendition, actually. That was a pretty good rendition. Take your time with it. Take your. That shit is catchy and that. Like, that's just Arsenal being Arsenal for you.
Not gonna lie.
It's just Arsenal being. It's just Arsenal being Arsenal. But yeah, large of everyone that's locked. We are gonna close out the show shortly. Shit. We have gone over 50 likes. It's at 65.
Jan, would you
large up to everyone?
Like to apologize? By the way, for comparing Lukaku to Kane a few weeks ago.
I didn't compare them, but you can compare them.
I got the Agenda FC episode to prove it.
And one of them's going to win the Premier League probably at the end of the season. We'll see which one it is.
I've got the Agenda FC episode to prove it.
Can I answer this question?
I'm hoping it's bloody Kane. Well,
I feel like
he plays for City.
I feel like this question's to me because I get asked all the time when I say Kane don't turn up in big games. What I mean as a big game is a clutch moment, right? A moment that's going to change that game or change the football club. So like getting into a final, for example, playing in that final, doing something, even if it's like turning up against a team you haven't turned up in ages. So Stamford Bridge, Tottenham at Stamford Bridge. Yes, Kane has scored in recent years, but not often. What I'm saying is he's not the one to change the game. It's always an Eriksen or a Son that has changed the game at City or at Stamford Bridge. Or these are the big games I'm talking about. I'm also talking about like Champions League. Yeah, he will turn up against Dortmund to get us through. Cool, that's fine. But again, if that game is 0-0, does he still turn up in the same way? I don't know. There's a lot of times where it's like the pressure has to be off Kane for him to turn up. So, and like, as we say, in a final and a semi-final, to me, the clutch moments, that is what I define a big game, and he's not done that. In my opinion,
turned up in the semi-final against Denmark.
Okay, but let's talk about... Okay, right, I'm going to just talk about club because I'm not going to go into the Euros because I don't see the Euros the same way you do. But for my club, there is many, many times, semi-final, final, where he hasn't turned up. There are many times where the team has turned up, but he's not. So as I said, for one thing I will say, my best night being a Spurs fan, Harry Kane wasn't on the pitch. We will get over this. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, as a Spurs fan, when I look back to what my greatest moment was, that was getting into the Champions League final, Kane weren't involved. So, do you know what I'm trying to say? A team doesn't have to be built on one person. And the fact that we relied on him, he never proved it in those clutch moments. That's what I define a big game. Now, Arsenal, yes, he does turn up. He does get a few penalties, though. They are a bit scatty at the back when they play us. So, there's also that. So, you know. Anyway, like Ryan knows, you can't give him 2 tries at a penalty, so it's cool because that's what he said.
When he missed that game at Anfield,
yeah.
When he dived to get past Karius, missed it, and then scored in the last minute. Was it Van Dijk kicked Lamela?
Lamela, yeah, and they were like, I don't know if it was a kick, but I'm gonna give it.
That wasn't even a penalty either.
So yeah, that's what I define a big game. I understand that it's subjective, and you lot will say, "Oh, but he scored against Stamford Bridge and he did this, he did that." He hasn't scored against City in 5 years.
Yeah, that is a bit.
Even that Dortmund game, because I actually researched it today, because you know I don't like spreading false.
Because I said it in the chat.
She's doing it to try and troll me on the group chat.
I researched it, right? And that goal that he scored against Dortmund in the round of 16 or whatever it was, right? Mm-hmm. Tottenham were 3-0 up in the first leg that he didn't play, and then he scored the only goal in the second leg. But had he not scored that, Spurs would have gone through 3-0. So it's not like what Ellen is saying. Even that in itself, it goes down as a quarter-final.
But we don't know. Against Dynamo Zagreb, so we don't know that for certain.
Ryan, can I just reply to this? So Lucas is world-class, Eleanor, because that's not what I'm saying. There's a difference between being world-class and clutch. They're two different things. You can be a clutch player and not be a world-class player all season, but that clutch player will win you something. I think to be world-class, though, you have to be able to be clutch as well. You can be clutch and not world-class, but to be world-class, you have to do both.
Yeah.
And Kane hasn't done both yet. So there's a difference. For me, I want to see it. I and I will see it. I don't deny that I will, but I'm just saying he's just as much to blame as the team as to why we haven't done anything in recent years.
But this is what I was saying to Eleanor and Ryan today. It's not that he can't do it. We're not saying he can't do it. It's the fact that so far he hasn't done it. You know what I mean? It's like when people talk about Pep, so far he's not won the Champions League without Messi. It doesn't mean he cannot physically do it without Messi. He hasn't done it, and that is a criticism that is used against Pep. If Pep goes and wins it next season with Man City, that argument is no longer valid. I'm not saying that Harry Kane is never good. I'm hoping if he joins Man City, I am hoping to be sat here in a year's time saying, yeah, I was wrong about Kane. He won us the Champions League. That's what I want.
I'm hoping not, but yeah.
I don't want to be sat here going, oh, I was 100% right about Kane. You know, he dodged all the trophies.
This is the thing.
I don't want to be doing that.
People get that confused. Like when I didn't like Jose, they thought I wanted him to fail. Yeah. Like I never want my club to fail. I want to be proven wrong. Like please prove me wrong. But if I feel a certain way, I'm not going to hold back just because I support that club. So like Jan, she don't want to be right about Kane. You don't want to sit here and say Kane didn't. We had one chance in the Champions League final and he skied
Anyone
it
want
and
to
he was
address
6
this,
yards
by
out.
the way?
Like, you don't want that, but like that's just
Anyone want
what
to
you might
address this?
think.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that because it's easy to point out one-off games and that. Just be like, so let's reiterate this. You can be a big claim player and a clutch player and not score in a Champions League final.
Yeah.
I don't know why you brought this up.
Yeah,
It's
but
more
Lewandowski did nothing in that
One time
final.
doesn't
Yes,
determine.
okay,
Kane.
wait, let me respond to this. Yes, so he had a poor game in the final. It happens.
But then Kane has poor games in final, but people get.
Yes, but the thing is, no. This is not what we're gonna do
final.
because Lewandowski has shown up in finals because he's won
Exactly.
Champions
That's
League.
the difference.
His team won. Wait.
Because
His
he's in the
team,
best team as well. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but we're not using this whole better team. You can still have impacting games. We're not saying for Kane to win. You're using win. And we're not saying Kane to win. We're saying show up.
I think clutch is shown up yet. I think being clutch is great, but I think it's a bit worrying at the same time because if you think a play is only clutch, then that means that
that's why I said
a lot of games
I've
in the
already
season
cleared
as well.
that up.
Yeah,
I've already cleared that up. You're not world class if you're only clutch, but
Yeah,
you're world class if you can do both.
Yeah.
You have to be able to do both because you got to be the difference as well.
So let's not just pick up one-off games.
Yeah, I understand you're not. I know he's not Bale. He's not going to run down the whole pitch and win the Champions League single-handedly. But when he has those chances and he's constantly making mistakes in finals, he chokes up. It's not that he hasn't made mistakes. Every final, I feel like I can pinpoint things that he's done wrong. Every final, and that's not. You can't always beat the team. You have to take some responsibility as well. As being that world-class player, like Jan says about De Bruyne, they have a bad game. De Bruyne gets straight away looked at. I'm going to look at Kane because when are you ever going to do anything?
He's got time to prove.
All we're saying is impact. All we're saying, we're not even saying win. Impact.
Yeah, just
that's
the
what the difference is.
Exactly.
In that Liverpool game, because I obviously I looked because I didn't really watch the game too much because I was having a family party at the time, so just kind of glancing at it, right? And I looked at the stats, and they actually.
Is this the Champions League final?
Tottenham had a lot of chances.
We had more chances.
You had 0 chances.
Yeah, I want to say they had chances. They just dominated possession. They had chances.
We had more chances
than Liverpool, but Liverpool won the
game.
game.
You had like two. You had like 2 or 3 when Lucas Moura came on. And you had like 5 strikers on the pitch.
Okay, so
that's not the point.
So what you're saying is
in the first like 75 minutes, you had no chances.
Okay, so what you've just said there is our point. Lucas Moura turned up in the final. Did you?
No, he didn't.
Win? No,
he missed 2 of the chances.
She's using your logic, is what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, like, what I'm saying about Kane is like I've said before, you can turn up and lose.
Exactly.
Like, we have lost
People
games
forget
before where the other team are not shocking. Like, not every single final have we been in where we absolutely batter the other team. There's some games where you can look at a player and go, wow, they played well. Unfortunately, they didn't win.
I mean, look at the League Cup final this season. You lot won by 1-0. Yes, you created a lot of chances.
Yeah.
But you were literally handing, if we scored 1 or 2, you were handing it to
that game. That game wasn't really a contest, to be honest.
No, but that's not the point that we're saying.
Like,
my point is that
if you want to look at the Community Shield yesterday, I know that's not a trophy as such, right? But
please don't say Kelechi turns up in more big games.
No. I'm not talking about Kelechi. I'm saying Man City lost, but Stefan played really well.
He did.
So
he played a performance in a big game.
But Stefan played really well. So if I said to you, Stefan's a great player, you're not going to say, oh, he was shit, he didn't turn up in the final. But he didn't turn up against Leicester. He did turn up against Leicester. He played well. Okay, he conceded a penalty, but let's be honest, how many keepers actually save pens? You know what I mean? It's quite.
Listen,
it's a great pen like that.
It's a team sport, not an individual sport. 100%. That's exactly why Kane needs to take as much blame as the team, because he's an individual that gets literally told he's fine because he's good, and it's all the team. He's part of that team, so you take as much blame as everyone else. I understand that team.
By the way, can I just say something about?
Why? I don't know why you put this comment up, but go on.
Lukaku's not scoring at Anfield. I'm telling you. Clip me in it. Clip me.
That's the way he said it.
I'm lost as to why
he's not scoring at Anfield. He's not. He never does. He's not. Trust me. Clip me. He's not scoring at Anfield.
Okay.
Not even that. I just don't get the first part about the Ronaldo left Benzema never scored in big games thing. Like,
I bit harsh, but like, I just wanted to bring up the Lukaku. He's not scoring.
Okay, Abdi, clear that up because I'm confused by the first part of that. The latter of it, I get in it. It's the first part of it. Like Benzema's on a different planet. You know what I'm saying? And again, people, you can have a clutch game and not be clutch. There's a difference. If you do it once, that's not clutch. You just had a good game. Drogba was a prime example of that. He was clutch time in and time out.
Yeah,
that's my point. That's my point. But does that win you
time out?
Does that win you Champions Leagues? Does that win you leagues? Yes. What is Kane being good in every other game but clutch games won me?
Drogba's probably like
he is the most clutch striker probably of all.
Yeah, he is. But that doesn't mean he's a better player than Harry Kane.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's what awards your team.
I'll put it this way. One thing I will say, he's not a better player, but I know who I'd rather have.
Fair enough. I know
who I'd rather have. Yeah, he's not a better player overall. You're right. But I'm saying if I have a choice and I can pick one of them in their prime, I know who I'm taking.
If you want to win the league, but it depends, because if you want to win the league, you'd probably go with Kane because he consistently gives you a lot of goals, right? If you want to win a cup or the Champions League,
BG, man, just say anything. Sorry to cut you off. That's why I didn't get the Benzema part, but go on, carry on. But BG, you're spot on. Well, yeah, go on.
But yeah, like that's the thing. So it's just for me. I don't know. Like we'll have to see what happens. I'm assuming because everyone makes excuses for Kane, which doesn't really happen for any other world-class player, but people make excuses for Kane
all the time.
The is that his excuses that he's got, right? They might be valid right now, but the minute he joins Man City, them excuses are not valid anymore. So we will see if he joins Man City. We will see what happens because I'm not hearing, oh, he's not got the players around him. If he's playing with De Bruyne, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, or he's probably gone, Mahrez, you know.
Who's he come to us?
Cancelo, even Edison can put a ball in for him. If he doesn't do it at Man City, then we talk about Harry Kane.
You're not gonna have the excuse of Sissoko and Winks anymore. Yeah, you're not gonna have the excuse of Sissoko and Winks anymore. So we'll see.
We're gonna have to see in it because I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm hoping that he can because I rate Harry Kane. So I'm expecting when he joins Man City for them excuses to be fine, for people to say, yeah, you see, it's because he was playing at Spurs why he didn't win trophies. That's what I'm expecting. But we'll have to see, obviously, what happens in it. So we'll have to see. But I'm expecting.
We had the same conversation for three Sunday Q&As running.
Because Harry Kane is the topic of conversation, and
I know, I get too angry.
Yeah, it's but even with you know what? It's content. The people are here. What about him? Go on.
Thierry Henry is probably the best striker that's played in the Prem, but even he weren't clutching finals. You look at his final record at Arsenal. It's not good.
He was clutching the league, though. He was clutching the league. He was clutching the league. This is my point. So that separates that out. You know what I'm saying? In finals, he wasn't.
In the Champions League final, he should have won it for him.
Yeah, in the final, he wasn't good. But he helped them win multiple Premier Leagues and FA Cups.
The thing is, you keep bringing up other people that are not clutch. It doesn't help your case because you're slandering them, but you're not slandering Kane. So it doesn't help.
When Harry Kane proves you guys are wrong, innit?
Because if Harry Kane wins the league, you're not going to be talking about him in finals. You're going to be talking about the fact he won the league.
He won the league,
Yeah, well.
So that's the same with
but then Jan will come out and say,
Thierry Henry won leagues, and the thing is, he was clutch in that sense because that was his team. When he won the league, he was the main man.
Yeah, he was.
The go-to guy over a
38-game season. What happened when Kane was our main man and we nearly won the league? What happened?
Finished top scorer and you screwed up.
Yeah, but he didn't deliver enough.
He finished top scorer. Do you know why he finished top scorer? Because he scored 6 goals in the last 2 games against Hull, and I don't even know who the other team was, but the last game was Hull, and he scored like 4.
Guy said, "What a performance it was! You're an idiot."
What a performance!
That was an idiot.
What a performance! You know, he's literally let us score. He was like 7 goals away from getting the Golden Boot because he was out for like 2 months. Right? Fair enough. Cool. So that we created so many chances they just gave it to Kane, but Kane did score against nobody. You're asking me. You're asking he got top scorer. I'm literally telling you who he scored against as to why. He got like 4 goals against Hull or 5 against Hull. It was ridiculous.
But then he's clutch. He won the Golden Boot.
That's not clutch at all, mate. We created like 25 chances that game, and we gave him every single one. That's not clutch at all. Son could have walked it in, and he literally waited for Kane to
get the Golden Boot and got it. And that's clutch.
That's not clutch, mate. The golden boot is not clutch. I'll tell you that now.
Yes,
When you're in a clutch team flying, creating that 60 chances a game, it ain't clutch. I'll tell you that right now. It's not clutch at all.
Yo, FAT, yeah, you're right. This made me laugh, yo. When I said what performance against Hull, that's what I was like, yeah.
I swear to God, it was against Hull. Go look at it.
Go back and watch those highlights. He was in a different level. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Wow.
You're getting emotional. I feel like this guy's got more Spurs shirts at home than me. They all got Kane on the back.
You get
Man said what performance,
Man said he's getting emotional.
You know what? I'm glad these streams are recorded, because in 6 months' time, right? If Man City say like this happens, yeah, Man City get Kane, Kane's flying high. We go to Anfield, and Kane scores some dodgy goal that should have never stood. He is going to be on here shamelessly slandering Kane.
No, but he's done that before with us. He dived at Anfield to get a penalty. But I'm still a big fan of him as a player. He dived at Anfield to win a penalty.
I'm a fan of him as a player.
He does that dangerous tackle where he backs into someone. No player gets mashed up differently.
Kane got golden boot. Kane got golden boot because of how good the team was. That time, that 2017, the whole time that he's talking about this performance was probably one of the best teams I have personally seen at Tottenham. So that is not valid. He was also injured for 2 months. No, but he was also injured for 2 months, which made it very difficult to actually win the league. We didn't have a replacement striker. Yeah, that's funny. But don't say that team was bad, because that team was good. That was one of my best teams I had seen, and I'll back that 27.
I still can't get over Ryan's comment about what a performance against Hull.
He said he's getting emotional, and he said to go watch the highlights.
I don't even remember. That's the crazy part. Man said it with chest.
I remember that orange net in it.
Man said it with chest. Man said what a performance it was.
Goals in the league last season.
It was 2 performances. It was Hull and Leicester, and he scored like 7 goals in 2 games.
No, I think he scored 7 goals.
I remember that. Yeah.
Did we win 7-0 or something that day?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was like 7-0.
Was it 9 then?
He didn't, but Ali, he didn't get golden boot last season. You said him getting golden boot. Oh, well, he did, but he didn't get it on his own. He created as well a lot, but them two were just flying. I think it was Son and Kane that got golden boot, and it showed that the team was bad. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Kane was the main reason as to why we did well, because
actually, you know what's another point as well? When Harry Kane went and battered Leicester on the final day of that season, Leicester were Premier League champions from the season before, so technically he went away to the Premier League champions and battered them.
Who sacked their manager and ended up finishing 15th? Like, this is not what we finna do in that. Yeah,
honestly, Ryan, you're very shameless.
No, they were Champions League quarter-finalists that season as well, Leicester. So,
I just had to say that point blank.
Harry Kane's different, man.
You're very shameless.
Yeah, Walid. Let me just get to the comment because Nippin's been asking as well. I am patterning after this show. Actually, I will be sorting out the members Q&A and stuff like that. So what will be going on with the members Q&As is if you are a soldier, yes. If you're a Sarcasm City soldier, you'll be on the members Q&As that will be going on Twitch, because we're gonna have members Q&As on Twitch. Don't worry, the YouTube ones will still carry on, so you'll still get ones tonight as Sunday night, and you'll still get the ones on Wednesdays. If you're a general, then you will come on one of these as well as the ones on Twitch as well. I'm just trying to sort out what days and what times, because we've got so much content already. There's 3 new shows coming to the channel. So I'm trying to pattern stuff on the YouTube and get the Twitch content back up and running as well. So Nippin, as soon as I know, I'll let you know. I'm literally deciding probably after the show tomorrow.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
Jan and Elna are looking 15 out of 10 today, both of them. I just needed to get that in, because
you know what, I find cute that he feels like he has to add me in, but he's not adding me in because he wants to. He's just adding me in because he has to. I find this
no credit, what credit? You in it.
It's fine.
I'm not involved in it in what Ryan's talking about.
I find it endearing that you feel like I can't leave her out, but we all know who you want to say it to, innit?
That's cool. Both of you.
See that? Helena knows sees all through all your bullshit as does Jan.
Honestly,
look at Jan shaking her head.
We're on group calls. This guy's talking and Jan is just sitting there like probably rolling her eyes. We just can't see her. And I'm just like, what are you on about?
It's Ryan for you, innit? I'm glad that Ellen has pretty much figured it out already. We told you give it a couple of weeks and you'll figure it out.
He did. Do you know what? I was like, he's always nice to me. Yeah. And then he said something to me the other day, and I was like, that's the first time he said something to me. Yeah. Like, oh, he's getting
Liverpool. Yeah, he is, man. Liverpool fans for you, innit? Yeah, me pricks, all of them. But Lajib Ahmed says, question: where do you see Haaland go next season? Where do you see Haaland going next season?
It's the way he did that under your breath. All of them. Anyway, moving on.
Yo, you just destroyed my whole morale and that. You know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful transition. That was a beautiful transition.
15 out of 10 goals at the moment, man. It's like,
where do you see Haaland going next season? Madrid, Bayern, or Manchester United? Says Ahmed because he's been asking this. I legit don't know. You know.
Do you know what? Bayern Munich's a shout. You know.
Yeah, to be long-term Lewandowski replacement. Yeah.
Because I don't think Mbappe and Haaland both play for Madrid, and I don't see him going to play under Oli. I know he knows him, but I don't see that happening.
He rejected him once anyway. He's already rejected him.
I don't see that happening.
I see Haaland.
Don't disrespect Ollie. Yeah, he's also got his name on the back of his shirt there next to him.
I hope he doesn't.
I see him going United, and everyone's saying, "Oh, why would he come play for Ollie?" Right, I don't see Ollie making it past Christmas. Yeah. So to me, that's just irrelevant, innit? So like, I don't even think about that. So, I just think like, for me, I think he's going United because it ain't gonna be Ollie, and United's the biggest club in the world. So,
and we will pay the money in that.
And you'll pay the money. You pay high wages.
We do pay high wages.
I don't see why you can't get him. Yes, Ollie tax is heavy, but that's why Ollie will be at the unemployment centre next season, but at Christmas time. So, yeah.
Well, like where Messi is at the moment.
Yeah. But now they're all plausible. He said Messi, which Messi is actually technically. It's crazy.
But Messi's going to play with my guy Poch, so it's all good, isn't it? Like Argentinian excellence linking up, so it's all good. So
you know what I'm saying? I got because I'm a fan of Poch. I gotta get on the Messi bandwagon.
Kane under Poch again. I'd love to see Kane under Poch again.
I don't need Poch being held back by Kane.
Under Poch again. I dream of seeing Poch back at the lane, so I'm with you.
They're all plausible though. United for obvious reasons. Go on.
Somebody asked me a question. I've seen it. I think it's Nathan. 1 minute, let me find it.
Who asked you a question?
So you don't even let me while you try and find that, I'll answer this one quick. Yes, they are all plausible. Like United, for the reasons Eleanor said, makes sense. Bayern Munich probably right now makes the most sense with Lewandowski aging. Madrid because it's Real Madrid. Like
I just think we could be a shout next season.
Might do. Say again what you say, Ella?
I think
we could be a shout next season.
No, because you won't pay the money.
But then he'll be cheaper and like he knows Klopp as well, innit? Like, well, in terms of he's at Dortmund and Klopp's got good relations with Dortmund, innit? So like,
what you think you're getting him?
I'm just saying that we in there with this guy.
Sorry, I just realised what he said. I was like, no. I think you're getting.
Everyone's laughing at me today, man.
Yeah, because you deserve it. That's why.
Into that race, he ain't going Liverpool.
I just don't think you lot can afford him. But go on, Jan. What was the question?
So Nathan says, Jan, what did you make of the little cameo Grealish made against Leicester? What are your expectations to say this season? Like I said, I didn't really watch the game, so I don't really know. Apparently, he created a chance. We didn't create too many, but I don't think he had the best game, to be honest. But
listen,
it is a good game, and he's only
fans, they don't even need to watch the Community Shield. Look at this. They're happy to miss the Community Shield. If that was me, front row parties, we're talking drinks, family over. Look at these lot are cool.
You know what?
Like, if we win it, it's cool. If we don't win it, it's cool.
Do you know what? You know what it is?
Honestly, it's a different life, isn't it? Like, any Spurs fans in the chat, it's just a different life. We don't know about that life, man.
With the Community Shield, like it's not seen as like a trophy, but it is.
I don't think you understand. I would see it as.
The thing is with the Community Shield is obviously these people that say they don't want to win it. Like, obviously, you've still got to play the game whether you win it or not. So, obviously, you'd rather come out with the shield than not. That being said, it's one of them things where if we were playing a Chelsea, a Liverpool, a Man United, I would want to win it more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because rivals.
Because it's Leicester, it's kind of like, I don't mind if Leicester win that. Like, it kind of like, especially because it was Kelechi that won it as well. Like, I love Kelechi. I just thought it's nice because, like, City have won it. Like,
I cry about this shit. I'll be crying for weeks. It's nice. If I see Carl Walker winning the Community Shield, I'm crying. It's nice.
Well, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't think I wouldn't have wanted to win it. Of course I would, but it's not like it went to a team that I can't stand. So
Nathan asked me what are my expectations from Nuno in terms of tactics.
Nuno's overrated anyway.
100%. But I just want to see some good football. I don't want him to revert back to, if he's going to play a back five, at least play the same style of football you were playing when you first came up from the Championship. I don't mind playing a back three, but who's going to play it? That's my issue. Like, we don't have centre backs yet. I feel like with this style of football that I want to see, we need to sign another centre back at least. Like, we have obviously a right back issue as well. So we need realistically a right back, a centre back, a creative player, and a striker. If you want me to be deadly honest, that's what we need. We're not getting all that. We will get a right back. I would like to think we'll get a right back because Uriah probably is on his way out, and a striker. But I don't see us getting another centre back. I see us Tanganga maybe playing there. I'm not too sure, but realistically, that's what we need. In terms of tactics, I want to see... I wouldn't mind playing a back three with attacking fullbacks if we're going to play Reguilon and whoever the right back's going to be. If it's Uriah, he's better off forward than he is defending.
It might be Doherty because he did well under Nuno at Wolves.
Yeah, I just think he's agent Arsenal. I genuinely think if I've ever seen an agent for Arsenal, it's him in it. So I just don't know.
Elmer, can I ask you a question? Yeah. What you were saying about Nuno? Who's better, Graham Potter or Nuno?
I would rather Potter.
Ha! There we go. Those two at the top.
No, but do you know why?
See, I told you guys Graham Potter was better.
When did I say Nuno over Potter? I said it's low hanging
it's probably not that big of a difference, right? Yeah. It's probably nothing in it. But the only reason why I'm a bit of an XG merchant, I had Poch as my manager, so you got to remember I love XG, innit? That was my life. I was like top of XG tables. Like, we were winning leagues. So I love that shit. So for me, if I see you do well in XG, I'm like,
Harry Kane Trophy XG League, bro.
So I don't know. For me, I like
that, so he came clutch, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not like with the whole Graham Potter Nuno. Like, it's not my hill to die on.
Nuno's overrated, man.
It's not. It's nothing.
I can't say Nuno's overrated because he's not rated like that. I don't think Nuno's overrated.
He can't be overrated if you're not rated.
Who rates him like that? I don't think he. I think he gets his. I think he gets the plaudits he deserves. No, because what he did at Wolves, he did a good job.
Graziano's clear, bro.
He did a good job. You get what I'm saying? And that Nuno did a good job at Wolves. 2 7th place finishes, got them into Europe.
Did Nuno put Pep in a split last season? Did Nuno put Pep and Klopp in a split last season?
You're taking one of games, but man finished 15th.
Yeah, but Ollie beat Pep.
Yeah, because you don't have a striker.
What does that matter? What does that matter? He's at Wolves. Yes, he's one of games. Yeah. I'm talking overall. You know what I'm saying? This guy finished 2 7th place finishes twice coming up out of the Championship.
That's impressive. Yeah, but the only reason Basuma... The only reason like Basuma's being linked with these big moves is because of Potter. Not because Basuma's You
can say the same thing with Neves being linked with moves and Jimenez being linked with moves and why
Neves
man got
Jota for 2 years though.
Yeah, no, but why man got Jota? That's an easy argument.
Yeah. Because
you
know what? The only thing is that I will say at Wolves and other teams like this, your expectations lower. You've got to remember, like, you don't have to turn up in as many big games for you to be noticed. Like, let's say you turn up against City as a Wolves player and you score or you assist a goal. They'll be like, oh, let me keep an eye on him. The next game, don't do too bad, don't do too good. It's like against Southampton or something. And then you play Tottenham and you score again. They're like, "Bro, this guy's good." You're finishing like 8th or 9th or 10th, right? No, like your expectations lower. You only have to turn up in a few games, and you're cool. So I feel like you've got to judge that they're Wolves. It's a Wolves manager, so yeah, I feel like you got to judge it when you're at a bigger club, and obviously it is a step up from Wolves to Tottenham. I don't care what anyone says. It's obviously a step up. And your expectations different. So if he can live up to our expectations, yeah, cool. I will say that. But right now, we're just trying to enjoy our football. No one's expecting anything from him at Tottenham right now. I just want to enjoy the season, at least enjoy watching my team play. Because I'm sorry, it was like watching my paint dry last season. I was bored every game. I was bored. I was scared going into half-time at 1-0 up because I know that we're going to sit back and they're going to concede. So when we went in 1-0 down, I was actually happy for the next half. Like, that's fucked.
Yeah, that's how backwards. It makes sense what you're saying, but yeah, that is backwards. That's how bad it is. But yeah,
even Jose said it himself. The best thing we did against Palace was concede before half-time. Like, it's actually mad because if we go in 1-0, we're just going to sit there.
Yeah.
So it's all mad. But yeah, with the Nuno thing, yeah, he's a decent. I think, like I said, I don't know where Ryan's getting this overrated thing because I don't see anyone hyping him up. He's a decent manager, and that's as far as it goes. He's a decent manager. I've never heard anyone say he's world class. He's top class. Spurs are going to win the league. He's going to finish top 4.
Yeah.
Like, no, I've never heard that. I think he's rated fairly. Did a good job at Wolves. He elevated. People forget this because people just look at. People think that trophies are the only way to elevate a club. And yes, you want to win trophies, but he elevated that club. Poch did it at Southampton and did it at Spurs.
This is why. This is
what I'm saying. Like people like this is what this is. Like he elevated. Like now, before Nuno went into Wolves, they're not seen as a Premier League club. They're a Championship side. Now they are solidified as a mid-table club. That's very impressive because that's a tough thing to do to change the mentality of a team and how they're looked at. Wolves, we now look at Wolves as a Premier League club.
Do you not think that Poch did that for Tottenham?
He did it for you and Spurs, yes, and that's why I rate him so highly.
You made Poch. Poch made us a Champions League team. A League Cup. Yes. If you're telling me a League Cup's going to elevate us the same way, don't chat shit to me. You don't understand.
No, it's not. It's because nice for and what you're saying there is spot on, yes, because that's why I started it. Yes, you want your team to win trophies, of course. But what Poch did at Spurs, and he did the exact same at Southampton, was elevate them as clubs. That's a very tough thing to do. It's over a number of seasons with no budget. He made Spurs a Champions League club. The reason why we was looking at Spurs,
that's why Pellegrini was rated so highly in Spain, because remember when he took Villarreal, was it? And he put them in the top 4. I think he got them in the top 4.
See, that's impressive.
Jan's knowledge is top tier, you know. I just have to give Jan her flowers. Like, she's
Girl just pulled out Pellegrini at Villarreal. I thought she was going to talk about City. That's the mad part.
That's what I thought. I was like waiting, and like honestly, I just have to say, like Jan, we have to rate Jan.
But then he got.
So you guys talking up to Jan now, but when I did it, I get called a weirdo.
He got a lot of points, but he had like Cristiano. I think he bought Ronaldo. Saying just some madness that was going on over there. But then he went to City, and it was underwhelming for what people expected, and then he went to West Ham. And
my thing, he actually did manage Villarreal. I did not know that from 2004 to 2010.
Got him Champions League football.
Yeah, and that's impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
it's just hard to judge what you will do after.
Yeah, he reached the semi-finals in 05-06, losing to Arsenal.
Yeah, he got us to a Champions League semi-final as well, and we only just got back there this year. Like, he had that's what I'm saying. Some of these managers, like, that is when you say like elevating a club, that is what it is. When he went to Real Madrid, the standards were a lot higher.
Yeah.
So if you don't win the Champions League, it's a failure because that's seen as the norm for them. You know what I mean?
All I'm going to say is,
if City don't win the league next year, unless we go and win the Champions League, people would say City was shit this season. No matter what else we win, people would say City was shit because we're expected to win the league. And if we don't win the league, the Champions League, and if we don't win even last season, we were getting bantered for only winning two out of 4 trophies.
That's the level you're at now.
City, like, you know, I had Arsenal fans on here bantering me for bottling a quadruple. It's just mad.
Yeah, I remember that still.
And for the United fans in the comments going, "Oh, you're celebrating this, you're celebrating that." What are you celebrating right now?
Hey, less of that, man. Hey, relax.
Because you can't celebrate in the Champions League semi-final.
Hey, relax.
In the group by, what was it, Istanbul?
Hey, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, hey, relax. You know what I'm saying? You lot always get me.
Yeah,
Wait,
hold
up.
All I'm gonna say on this
in 2008 now. We're not in 2009.
On this last little thing,
relax. Hey, I just want to say to United fans in the comments, stop trying shit.
And we could have a
stop trying shit to City fans in it. Just go at Liverpool and Arsenal fans like I do. You know what I'm saying? You got
no. Listen, all I'm gonna say on this last point.
Sorry, Bradley. I love Bradley because Bradley's actually.
I love Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Oh, Bradley. When I'm getting shot, I love Bradley.
Not you. To be fair, you're.
Yeah, but you just shoot me all the time.
At City.
Yeah, I don't. No, not at all.
Throw shots at City.
Yeah, so I know my lane.
Oh, Bradley's
I know my lane, innit? I know my battles. You know what I'm saying?
You know he picks his battles wisely.
Yeah, you gotta pick your battles wisely.
Ryan, don't hate Ryan before I come for Liverpool.
Hello, Bradley.
All I'm gonna say on the Poch thing, it's just
go on,
I just want to say one thing that I tried to say on a space earlier and I got cut off. Right. All I was gonna say was about Poch. You've got to remember that I have a different view of my club because of Poch. You've got to remember, before Poch, was I expected to be in top fours? Was I expected to play top flight Champions League football? No. Ever since Poch came, that came an expectation. Now we got to get top four. Now all we're doing now is trying to emulate what Poch did. To me, all it's done is shown how good he did, really, because we haven't been able to match that. Now, that doesn't mean a lot of things didn't click at the right time. The young team clicked at the right time. The people we bought, they ended up working out. Yeah, it all clicked. The DOF at the time, it all clicked together. But that's all part of his coaching as well. Dele Alli probably wouldn't have been the same Dele Alli as a youngster under Jose Mourinho as he was under Poch. Again, Son Heung-min had a terrible first season, nearly went back to the Bundesliga, actually asked to leave, and Poch said to him, I want you to stay, you're in my plans. We had to beg Son to stay. Yeah, Son had a terrible first season, and he nearly went back. He actually asked to leave. He actually asked to go back to the Bundesliga, and Poch said, no, I want you to stay. And he said, you just got to work harder. And he did, and obviously it worked out. So for me, it just shows how good a coach he is. Now it's just dealing with the egos in this new team because we know he can coach youngsters into being amazing.
And that's what we're going to see. And hey, we died in 2015. It was 13, and Raphael get like 5-year period. We still won trophies in that 5-year period.
So did Tottenham. So did Tottenham
2008.
Yeah,
2008.
I mean, the thing is, we still won trophies after the 2013 period. We're just not where.
Why don't you ask Bradley?
Where he was at.
Why don't you ask Bradley?
This guy.
Bradley.
He's so jealous. He's actually so jealous. It's
so
mad.
Jealous, honestly.
So jealous. Like, could you be any more bitter? Honestly.
He is hella bitter. It's funny though. Still, what he said. The joke was funny.
You should have seen him on the Love Island stream. Yan showed her boyfriend. Me and Lindrick were like this. Like, she showed a picture on her phone. We were like, oh, and Ryan's face was like.
Yeah,
I've seen a picture of her boyfriend before.
Yeah, but you just don't want it reminded, innit? It annoys you. It's like it exists, but out of sight, out of mind. And the minute it's just
hey, Ryan, I'm with you on that. Like, yo, that's the way you gotta live life, out of sight, out of mind, innit? Like, oh yeah, just forget about it. It's not going on. It's okay, fam. I'm here for you, man, innit? And drinking it. You know what I'm saying? They're the ways to get through it, fam. You get me?
100%.
There you go. I'm here for you. I'm joking, people. That's not the answer to the problem. It's not liquor, people. That's not the answer to your problem.
I do get what you're saying, and no one can take that away from you. But it's kind of like how Liverpool fans get bantered by United fans, isn't it? Their history is very, very, very good. But you're still going to banter them if they go another 10, 20 years without a title, isn't it? That's just the way it is. It's football, isn't it?
BG, if we Spurs never lived.
So many trophies back in the 80s. You're not going to talk about that. You're going to talk about
I talk about the 60s, so allow me.
It's all right, innit? I understand. You know what? Because you're a Spurs fan, we make allowances, innit? You know what I'm saying? We make allowances.
I appreciate it.
Why don't I get allowances?
Because you're one, because you're you, and two, because you're Liverpool fan.
Saying he's going to win the treble next season, then she would get bantered.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just want to enjoy
that. That's the difference.
She just wants to enjoy football again. And Eleanor, you know what? I'm in that same boat. I just want to enjoy football.
Do you know what? If we don't, we should do watch-alongs watching PSG. That's what we should
potch parties, isn't it? Why not? Let's do some potch parties. Yeah, why not? You know what, Eleanor?
I actually think we should do that.
Eleanor, that is a terrific
show.
That's
we should
we're
do
gonna
that.
Do. That's a terrific
show. Can I be
show.
on them, please?
Yeah,
let's do it. Because then if it doesn't work out, we can hold the smoke there together.
Yeah, I'm with that. 100%.
Yeah.
I bet Jan would let Bradley on.
Oh, Bradley.
Bradley's got an open invitation.
Bradley. You know what?
It's mad funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Ryan with Bradley.
It was a shout still. I've been waiting to get rid of Ryan for the longest.
I messaged you about that. We should do some watch-alongs for PSG next season.
No, I'm definitely down. 100%.
I'm
extra content. 100%. I'm down.
The things that Bradley's put facing.
Oh, he's just laughing. He's laughing emojis, isn't it? He's just busting up. Bradley over there cracking up.
Bradley's loving life.
Bradley's enjoying himself and that. Hey, you lot in the comments, are you all here for potch parties? It seems that way. We'll make him happen and that. Because even when I was on Red Cup,
we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. We'll do that. We'll do that. Not every game, but we'll definitely pick out.
We'll do a few in it, like whenever we can, in it.
Whenever we can, 100%. I'm down. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Get to watch some good football, innit?
I'm up for them. I'm up for them still.
Yeah.
As long as it's on decent times.
Yeah.
Anytime that Ryan's not about, that's when we're doing people. But Ryan's like, I'm not available. Like, all right, PSG watch party. Usually, well, go on. You know what I'm saying? Shout Bradley too. You know what I'm saying? But as we,
Bradley's asking Ryan what did I do to you? Bradley, you're cool, innit? Bradley's my guy, man.
Bradley, you didn't do anything, innit?
I'm Poch FC, so yeah.
Bradley, I'm just joking, innit? I'm just joking around.
But Ollie outs are in my heart.
But let me lodge up on
out there because that'll be quite good. Because next season's going to be interesting, especially Champions League.
Oh yeah, we definitely doing the game for the Champions League.
Yeah,
100%. Any out freaking nigga drawn on the same day as United, I'm gonna be pissed. I might still do PSG. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? If we playing on the same day, I might do PSG, depending on how we going. Depends how it's going.
Depends what's going on in it.
You can do that. You know what? You can do that watching on fun. Because you can watch
you're not going to be in the same group as them. It's impossible. So
that's good then.
Be in a different group to them. So you might play a different week.
Yeah, man, you can do some Coupe de France watch-alongs and that. I'm with that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know what's gonna happen because of all the issues we be talking like Haaland, like Dortmund are definitely gonna draw an English club, probably Liverpool.
Oh my god! If it's Liverpool,
you'll have Indiana in the comments.
I'm coming on the watch-along. Liverpool once.
You're gonna get all of them people. Definitely like Champions League. Well, this season coming up, we'll definitely do more Champions League watch-alongs. People like other teams. We'll definitely pattern that. So obviously we'll do.
I'm so happy English club, Champions League games at Anfield, but the away ones are going to be long still.
No, you're going to home ones. Poor you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Champions League at Anfield's wavy still. It's wavy still.
I don't think anything's wavy at Anfield. You know what I'm saying? We could demolish it, to be honest. Like,
when was that time your team
you know,
dadding out on that.
Second greatest comeback in football history.
All right, cool. Let me get to the members anyway. Lodge up all of the members. If you do want to become a member of the channel for great perks and somehow get involved in this craziness, this Q&A, the link is underneath in the description. He's an honorary member now. You know what I'm saying? And that. Lodge up,
he's going to get the link every time. He's welcome.
Oh, Bradley, remember.
Big up Bradley.
Can I please get through the members, yo? Is what it is, and you know what? I'd be down for this. Eleanor, if you're on this, I'd do the Spurs watch-alongs.
I'll do it. I mean, I'm quite into. I'm quite entertaining. I think I cuss people.
I think you would be. It's watch-alongs are great when it's not your team.
I know.
Somebody else in a pressure situation when it's not your team is absolutely
my favorite watch-along with Man United Liverpool when we
as well.
Yeah, when it doesn't affect your team, it's absolutely when it's you.
My favorite watch-along with Man United Liverpool.
So yeah, I'm down to do some Tottenham watch-alongs. I'll do some Tottenham watch-alongs on here. I'll do some.
Yes.
Definitely.
We're definitely gonna sort it out, people. See that you lot are getting new shows.
We should do. You know when we should do the Tottenham game against Roma in the Conference League because it will be against Jose, and that will be entertaining because I can catch the strays in it if we lose in it.
We definitely gonna do that 100%. But large of all the members of the channel as well. So obviously as part of one of the perks, obviously you get shout outs at the starts. Well, not even the starts. You get shout outs during certain shows. So shout out to Eugene, Junior Swag King, Nippin, Ranesh, Johan, Wayne, Easy92, Gil, Eddie, Give It to Mikey, Slens, 44, MB, The Progressions Project, Dan, Sasha, Davey Fisher, Nelly, Timo, Scott, Cams TV, Daniel, Taekwon, 40 Fantasy, OKW, Deviant, J Socials, Neville B, S Feetly TV, Winter Surfer, and of course the lovely Yan City and the prick in the bottom right hand corner, Ryan, who's also a member as well. Go on.
Wait, look, I've got 2 comments here. Eleanor's more entertaining than Nuno Ball. Thank you. Eleanor's more entertaining than Ryan. Honestly, I'm loving this. Let's go.
That is true. Hey, Johan, you're a smart guy in that.
We need 4 people on this panel.
I don't know. We're starting to like get me 4 starting to become a crowd. You might be right. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 might be getting a bit much. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people at the wheel, in it. Too many chefs in the kitchen.
Too many people at the wheel.
It's what it is, and that my left, you lot snide just bullying him. How you just bullying him or streaming it? He's single tear just rolled down his face. Single tear just rolled down his face. Large up Ryan. We love him, really, people.
We do. We love him.
We just troll him because he deserves it.
I don't know.
Yeah, we troll him. We troll him for 2 reasons. 1, because he's Ryan, and 2, yes, Jan is definitely one of the goals. Is cool. 1, because you get me, he's a Liverpool fan, and 2, because he's Ryan. Just look at his face. He deserves to be abused. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. Isn't that right, Ryan?
At least he doesn't wear his Salah shirt anymore.
Yeah, he's got his socks. He's got his Salah socks. He's got his Salah socks. That's what it is.
Socks and the shorts.
The socks and the slippers. You know what I'm saying? But yes, big up Junior Swag King, who's the member.
Microphone like it didn't used to be flawless.
Yeah, the mic. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the way you hold it from. That's what they're laughing at. You know what I'm saying? You do hold it like a Pokeball. You know what I'm saying? It's calm though. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. We hear you clearer, fam, so you can get your agendas.
I thought it was a speaker.
Yeah, see,
I genuinely thought it was. I thought it was a speaker.
I mean, you're right, man. This has Spain Italy watch along vibes 1000%. You know what I'm saying? And that it definitely has that. For those that haven't gone, that's one of the best watch alongs from the Euros. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
It really is, and that. Yeah, man. Large up that Ryan, my G though. Don't get mistaken. Like that. That's little bro. Yeah, that's why I can chat to him the way I can chat to him. Look at him now; he's upset in it. Now I gotta hug him afterwards. Where he is, we'll give him a group hug afterwards. People.
We gave me a really nice hug the other day.
Oh, that's nice of her. That's very nice of you, Yancy. You know what I'm saying?
You give nice hugs, Yancy. They're really, you give nice hugs still.
Big up the Sarcasm City gangsters, Junior Swag King. Glad job, you lot.
You give hugs to Bradley.
Yeah, this was Bradley. I'm also hug. Yeah,
this was one of the best. The vibes were great in this Q&A, guys.
Yes,
I got I got 2 hugs from you actually.
Yeah, it's all mad. Yeah, I agree though, Eleanor. Like, I was like, these Q&As really are going from strength to strength, and you get them every Sunday night, every Wednesday night, and that will continue throughout the season, people. So even if it's Champions League Wednesday night, you'll still get the Q&A. You might just get it later. Same with Sunday nights. If there's a late game or whatever, you'll still get it Sunday nights. But look out on the Twitch as well, because the members Q&As will be going on the Twitch. So there'll be one of them at least a week, every week. So myself, obviously, Jan, Eleanor, and Ryan are all welcome to join. But all the members who are eligible, they'll be on there too. I'm going to sort that out after this show. I'm sorting out the upcoming live stream section. I'm trying to figure it out. Like I said, 2 new shows starting next week. You know what I'm saying? You got the Liverpool show starting, and the Chelsea show starting, and another show I'm involved in. You know what I'm saying? And definitely 100%. I know what I'm doing bringing Eleanor over here. I know. Definitely increase the viewership. 100%. Only bring the breast to Sarcasm City TV. It's only the best. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel honored to be here, guys. It's amazing. I'm happy to be here, guys. So
well, that's great.
Favorite female Sarcasm City TV. You know.
Here we go. This guy with his agenda.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Here we go. This guy all the time, man. This guy all the time. Ryan still,
No.
See, Ryan, you see how you act? This is why you get booed from. You know what I'm saying? This is why you get trolled. You bring it on yourself. I tell you this all the time. You think I'm just going to joke?
Defend me.
Nah, Lindrix knows you're a prick as well, but here we are in that. But we'll get to this. Alice's question, is Villa moving like a new top 6 stable? I would say that. Could you argue they're dark horses for top 6?
Well, if people still count Arsenal as the top 6 side, then Villa are acting.
Yeah, I think they're smart. They're smart, and they have owners that care about their club. So, I think they all have they have owners that care about their club. They could be moving in the right direction. Certainly, I've never heard Daniel Levy or whatever come out with a statement like that when we've sold the marquee player. Like, if there's clearly they're doing things right, but top 6, maybe you could go top 6 to 8, but they're moving up in it. They're moving up
with
to
Danny Ings. Now you have guaranteed goals.
Yeah.
If he stays fit,
I mean,
goals.
I wanted Ings. Like, it's actually mad. Like that, they're doing good business. Like, I see players they sign. I'm like, raw. Like, this is Villa, you know, like.
Yeah, Bailey. They just signed.
Grealish has done amazing at making people watch their club as well. Like, people kept more of an eye out on Villa because of Grealish being there. So I think in general they've elevated well. They've elevated their viewership, their support and everything. And I think they've got good owners. So yeah, we could argue. We could argue that, yeah.
Definitely, they could definitely be the West Ham of what they could do. What West Ham did last season. Go on, yeah. Last point on it, and then we're gonna close out the show.
Because people talk about, playing teams and stuff like that. And, like, you've got, like, Leon Bailey, like, in his national team, like, Jamaica, their talent are not very good in it. And he's, like, the superstar in Jamaica. And he's still, don't get me wrong, he didn't have a great Gold Cup. He wasn't the best. But, I think he can be all right, especially if he has got someone like Danny Ings. That is clinical. I think he can do all right. I'd be interested to see what Bailey does in the Prem, to be honest. I've been wanting him to come for a while, but obviously City never needed him. But it'd be interesting to see what he does. Because I think if he does impress in the league, he might move to another club. He's the sort of person that would go to like a Liverpool or something if he did well. You know what I mean? So
we'll soon find out. Larger Black Diamond as well. Yes, I am. For those who obviously I took a week off just because I wasn't well. I don't know what it was, but I'm back. I'm better and I'm finding it.
That was such a good week.
You lot reaching it out. Yeah, it was fantastic not having to see your mug on streams. You get me? Weekday in, day out. It was fantastic. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
I just enjoyed it with my two favorite girls here on the stream still.
Always this guy and his agendas. But yes, Black Diamond, I love to these three, including the prick in the bottom right hand corner for holding it down while I was gone, and everyone else. And you lot for supporting as well. Because I know now, whether if I'm here or not, you lot will still be in the comments and still be holding down the shows. So love to you lot. Big up to everyone. Like I said, make sure you following me at That's Me Flawless. That's Me Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. And that way you can find Jan, Eleanor, and Ryan, find all their socials. Make sure you subscribe to Eleanor's channel as well. Make sure.
Yeah. There'll be content coming out on that as well. Like I did another live stream the other day, and I spoke to my dad. My podcast with my dad's coming back as well, which people did seem to like.
Your podcast with your dad is lit.
Yeah. People did seem to like that. There's a lot of banter. My dad just likes to rant a bit, so yeah. We thought that's something else that'll be coming back when the season's back. So even if you're not a Spurs fan, it is quite entertaining. So yeah, there's content coming back on my channel, and that's all thanks to these three people getting me back into content creating. So
two and Jan.
This guy and his agendas. But yeah, you lot make sure. I'm actually going to tag Eleanor's channel in the title as well right now, so you lot can go sub to her channel if you haven't. Like she said, even if you're not a Spurs fan, you can still go over there and check out the comments. You know what I'm saying? Black Diamond says 2 more likes to 80. Yeah, man, we are going to close out the show. Large up you lot as well, innit? Big up to everyone who's supporting. We'll go to you, Ryan. Anything you want to add before we bounce?
Oh, I love Bradley. Oh, I didn't know you love Bradley so much.
Can I just say?
Go on.
Mohammed,
You and Mohammed, go on.
Saying you're coming back for so long now, man. When it goes over 5 years and we're going to be coming back, you're probably not coming back.
I bet if Bradley said that, you wouldn't be getting like angry, innit?
No, because Bradley's not deluded, innit? Bradley's fine.
Shout to
Bradley's cool.
I don't know who Bradley is, but Bradley.
You getting hella free promo.
Bradley's cool.
Shout out to
Bradley's my favorite United promo still on this channel.
Mine too, to be fair.
Right, man. You know what? Man didn't ask all of that. You know, all I asked was, "Yo, Ryan, dickhead. This is why I call you a dickhead." Anything you want to add before we close out the show? That's all, man. Asked you.
Yeah, and I had to do it.
Is it all right? Cool. Moving on from you, innit? Eleanor, anything you want to add before we leave the show?
No, I just want to say, like, the comments have been amazing tonight, and just generally, like, the welcoming feel I've got since I've been on this channel has been amazing, and yeah, I'm really happy to be here. So yeah, you will see me more, and thanks for being so great to me since I have joined the channel. I feel good here, so yeah, just thanks, and that's big up to you three. Obviously, big love to these three. I talk to them like every day now. There's not a day I don't talk to Ryan and Jan. Flawless gets a bit bored of us, so he don't reply to us in the chat. But like, we have group calls like every day.
He don't like us. Apart from when we're on the stream, he don't like us.
Don't forget all that. You know what it is? I'm involved in so many group chats, and I do so many group. Can I land? Can I land here? See what I'm saying, people? This is why you wonder why I don't want to talk in group chats, and this is what I'm saying, and you don't even let me land. I'm in so many group chats, and my phone be buzzing off all the time. That's why I've just got hella group chats on mute. I be busy, people. I be trying to put together shows.
So why are you muting our group chat?
He's doing content.
I'm creating content when I'm not
working. When I'm not our group chat.
Because I don't need my phone buzzing off every 2 minutes when I'm trying to do stuff. That's why.
There was a Kane argument.
Yeah, and by the way, when Jan, you're putting weird stuff like you did a couple of hours ago. He's obviously like, that was very weird what you wrote a few hours ago.
But Jan, anything you want to add before we bounce? I don't need a yanter as well. I just need a quick response.
Yanter, man. We're going to be here for another hour.
Yeah, facts, yo.
You know what? I echo what Ellen has said, apart from the part where she said she enjoys speaking to Ryan every day. I get forced into it.
Okay. But yeah, I think that is a nice way to close out the show. I really enjoy the Q&As. These are hilarious. Like I said, straight after this show, though, people, I will be working and doing the upcoming live stream section. So check it out tomorrow. MB Facts. You know what I'm saying? And that Facts.
Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, Jan said that's what it is, isn't it? And it's not even a violation, it's a fact. That's why you smiled about it. But yeah, that's what it is. Why, like, I be on my phone, sometimes I'll be screen mirroring shit off my phone when I'm trying to watch series and stuff like that, and then it just hella pop-ups, you get me, and it just interrupts and knocks off the link I'm watching earlier. I'm watching it on 123 movies if I'm trying to watch Marvel film or something. See, that's why, isn't it? You know the struggle in that.
And then it's like, once your stream's gone, you're fucked. Like,
yeah, and then you have to reverse it. Man has to get out of bed, all types of shit, and it's bad enough on 123 movies when you have cartoon titties popping up and all this, and ass is shaking in corners for nothing, no reason whatsoever. So it is what it is. But yeah, large up you lot. We're back tomorrow, like I said, back tomorrow. Well, from a third eye view, that's 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. That's on Pi Radio, but we always go live on here to remind you lot at like 6:50. So that's myself and Stro talking all things Premier League. That's on the Pi Radio YouTube or Retune your DAB Radio. Well. Yeah, large up Stro every time. Then 9 p.m. gonna talk from the Arsenal. So Cam and the Arsenal gang will be back. And then 11 p.m. new show in it, the Chelsea show, Ballers at the Bridge. If you've seen NBA, Peter and Timo will be heading that up. It's Peter, who was on here last week, and Timo as well. Those two, and then there's a couple others involved as well. So that's the new show, Ballers at the Bridge. That's on Monday. So upcoming live section, check it out. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? It's occasionally knock them out of the park. But yeah, love to everyone who's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.